Hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us, and happy Wednesday. We're so glad you're with us. This is the kickoff to our week, of course. It is Wednesday, but this really kicks off our week here at TVON, having not seen you since Sunday. So welcome in. Sell It or Melt It continues, and this event, really unlike any other. It's a very exciting time to be shopping your favorites. Now, I got to give you a little warning about this show. We might be 2+ weeks into this event, but this show is our really outstanding, I'm going to say, I think it's the best show yet. Now, there is a caveat with that, and that is that the pieces tonight are more limited than ever before. They're also more affordable than ever before. There's also what we always get requested the most of during an event like this, which is diamonds. Diamonds and more diamonds. So we're excited about this show. It is going to be an incredible night ahead. We've got 3 hours. It goes by very quickly, I must say. This event is not one you want to sleep on. I had somebody earlier just say, guess I slept on that deal. And you cannot sleep here on these event deals because, as a lot of you have learned the hard way, I'm sorry, but there is no tomorrow on these items. There is no waiting till tomorrow and saying, might it still be here? Guess what? Everything goes tonight in this event, in this sale. Every single piece gets one last shot on the air, and it gets melted down if, and that's a big if, because I'm doing my job right so that we can move everything out to you guys. So that's what happens when the values become this good and the discounts this deep, is that nothing's really sticking around. So that is what I want to remind you, to dial in as quickly as you possibly can. It is really important. So I cannot tell you the heartbreak I've experienced over the last couple of days just having to respond to hundreds and hundreds of shoppers here at TVON who have said, are you telling me I missed that? It's really sold out. I really don't have another chance. You can't give me another. And the answer is, unfortunately, I cannot. So this is the night to be shopping, because what also is cool about this event is that everything you see tonight, you haven't seen throughout the other shows. And that is the case with every single individual 3-hour block we have. So it's a really exciting night to, of course, get requests in if you haven't already. We want to hear from you. What would you like to see? I do have exciting news on the front of pearls. It was just on either Saturday or Sunday. I had this great coil wraparound one size fits most ring. I've got the bangle bracelet to match, which makes an incredible gifting opportunity because A, it's affordable, and B, it fits for everybody. So we will see that coming up tonight, and it also has a great value, and Mother's Day is a-coming. Can you believe it? A week from today is the last day of April. So that means that all those big spring graduations and Mom's Day and all those other fancy occasions and fabulous showers, wedding, baby, all that, they're coming up. So you might need some great gifting, and we got you covered there in addition to something special for yourself. So never hesitate to let me know on requests. I do have a white diamond. I know that's something I've been getting a lot of requests for, a larger white diamond, a GIA certified white diamond, an emerald cut white diamond. So that is actually here. We've got a beautiful pair of Tanzanite earrings. I got 2 Tanzanites tonight in rings. That's going to be a really good round. It's a 5 carat. And then we also have a really fabulous emerald cut. Yay, my 2 favorite cuts are here. And that's going to be a 6 carat. So 5 and 6 caraters on the way in Blue Wing Block D. Whatever it is you want to make a request for, get those in. We'll help you bring it out, and of course, get it at a discount. So you ready to get started? Remember how quickly you have to dial, because even though in today, I will say, there are opportunities today where I'm going to have 2 and 3, but their pricing is so affordable, meaning the pieces prices are so affordable. 2 and 3 and 4 is just simply not going to be enough. So are we ready to get started? Take a look. This is a gift idea number 1. I think this really could be. It's because it doesn't even need any sizing. And remember, we are going to see gold color as they are. So gold colors cannot be changed, but we can still size when needed. Obviously, a pendant in this case doesn't need sizing, but 111-1849 gets us started on a fabulous Wednesday, and hope your April is finishing up just swimmingly. Hope you had a good holiday weekend. I know some of you might have missed us this weekend, being Easter Sunday. So hope y'all had a good holiday weekend. I know we did here. So let's get started with our 10.5 millimeter freshwater round culture pearl. Perfectly round, 10.5 millimeters is your diameter, and it's got a lot of luster. Some golden, some blues, some greens, some aqua tones, all together. Loving that. And then you also have 6 points in one diamond. It's just one single big diamond right there, bezel set, and loving to see that as well. So it's a huge value. We only have the one, so call in early, because I know we're just getting started. And listen, we've been off for 2 days, Mondays and Tuesdays, no shows. So it really sometimes can take a bit to get going on the Wednesday. I don't think tonight that's going to be the case, because we have some real real seekers of value, some real shopping stalkers. And I shout out to all the shopping stalkers out there, the shopper stalkers, the stalker shoppers, whatever, because that means you really know what you want and you know when the value is right in front of you. So let's get a look at this on a couple of different angles here. We'll show it on the hand first. So you can see that where the diamond is, that's where your bail is. So you're going to have your chain go right through that diamond bail right up top. And then of course it's going to be for a more petite chain. I have 10.5 millimeters, just, I mean, not to split hairs here, but 10.5 millimeters, just want it to be accurate. And then a 6-point diamond center right above it. So use your daintier, more simple, elegant chains here for this one. A huge value coming your way and a lot of big surprises tonight. There it is, 5/8 of an inch top to bottom. The pearl itself is going to be close to a 1/2 inch. So really just, if you're not familiar with 10.5 millimeters, that's where you can see the measurement on that pearl itself, which is quite large. And then here it is up close on the neckline at least. So you get to see a little better perspective on what it's going to look like from a distance. Like let's say you're, across the room, across the table, that's what it's going to look like. So plenty of presence to that very simple, elegant style. And now we got to bring it down and way down. So obviously the length is going to depend on the length of chain you put it on. Let's take a look at it close up. We're going to give you a huge value. It is under $1,000. And we haven't seen too many in the white pearl category, I must say. So a little more unusual there to see that great stone and that very important look. And we're going to make this one actually better than even $4.99. So off to a crazy value start. Well, that's going to be how the show continues all night long. So again, well, all night as far as the 3 hours they'll give me. So let's make this even better. How about $3.99? And then of course, if you're new to the event, it's 10% off. Every discounted price I give, you get to take 10% extra off at checkout. So in this case, it's going to be about $40 off. So you're going to pay $3.59 and change to get that pearl home. And we're not sticking around on pieces too long. You know how that works. In order to show you, and I must say, everyone's been marveling at the fact we've been moving so quickly and showing so many items per show. And of course, every show you tune into, all new items, a whole new batch. So the exciting thing is we're going to try to get through the entire inventory, and that's kind of when this event ends, is whenever. I can't give you a hard and fast set date for the ending of the sale because we're just moving through everything that exists in the inventory. So it's just a matter of how quickly we can move. So that's really what it's about. All right, you ready? We're going to do the bangle at the bottom of the hour. That's going to be that big pearl bangle that I told you is going to be one size fits all. Then I have this incredible pink sapphire. You've got to see this. We hardly do pink sapphires ever, and it's really unusual to see the hotter pink variety like what I'm about to show you. The pearl is here, $3.99 less 10%. Then we have here, this is one of those unique setting styles. It's a little different in the mounting, of course, because it's going to be a little, if you will, asymmetric. It's like you start with an infinity figure 8 style band done in pave, but then you're going to extend the stone from the base. So whether it's going to be top or bottom, whether you're stacking it or maybe just wearing it on its own, either way, it's actually a really fun and different, cool way to do a really neat style. It's going to be 112-2943, and that's going to be a one of a kind as well. So again, you want to dial in early. We have the yellow gold, which is hard to see. I will say when you see it on, you're going to see very little of that gold color. It's going to be mostly about the pave, and you'll see that when it's on in just a few seconds. But it also is going to be an incredible discount. And again, please don't wait till you see the price tag. It's better to be on the phone lines the second you see the piece you love, not the price you love, because I can guarantee you're going to love the price. That's really the debate. I know in a normal show, 9 times out of 10, you can just sit back, wait, see the full presentation, wait for the price tag. Then when you see the price tag, then you act. Honestly, with this event, it's really call the second you see the item you love and then get the price that you're going to go, oh, it's even better than I expected. That's even the cooler part. So take a look at this again. Come on over and we'll take a look at our hot pink sapphire on the hand here. It's going to be either way you want to wear it. I'll start with it up top towards the hand, then we'll move it the other way. But that's actually going to be, oh, I like this. It's not even $1,000. So come on in because you get the half carat hot pink. You're getting the diamonds at 39 points. They are figure 8 style, pave. Do you think you could stack it? Because I feel like you could. I feel like you could put that on, and we're going to size it, but it's going to stay in the yellow gold. I feel like even if you had a ring, imagine another ring here. You could wear that next to something. You could wear it on top of something. This could almost act as a crown on top of a ring. Imagine the signet ring right there underneath it or above it. It's totally up to you. I think it's one of those you'll play with once you get it home, and you'll have a lot of fun doing so, but it's not $9.99. Come on in. It's Wednesday night. Let's party. I know, Wednesday night, not usually given the reputation for party time, but I say around here, kicking off a week like we do, it absolutely is. And it's not going to be $888, $777. Let me tantalize you with some values tonight. Let's get you all the best in the world. Let's get you, did any of the quality change? Did our gold change to sterling? Did our solid gold go to plating? No and no and no. It's just all straight up quality through and through, the best of the best for you. So can we make it the price a little bit better? You guys don't mind, do you? If we take it even lower before you take your 10% off, that's what I'm aiming to do. So take a look at this. Not even $777. Oh my gosh, you don't find a solid gold band for this price tag, especially one adorned in diamonds with a really big pink sapphire, and we're going to do it for $699. That is better than melt. So we're probably better off melting most of the pieces I show you. That is the fate of anything that does stick around at 8 o'clock tonight. 8 o'clock Pacific in a couple short hours, it will be the fate. I mean, we take out the stones, of course. Don't worry, the diamonds and the stones are not a loss. But we do melt down that gold and start anew. So just helps you get around those crazy gold prices right now as well. But that's really what it's all about. You get one last chance at everything here, and you got beautiful, beautiful value that's going to take it even lower than before, because $70 off makes it $629 and change. We have a favorite by a lot of customers if you like wide gold bands. If you like something a little more prominent, a little more dominant, a little bit more of almost a cigar band style, we have that with an emerald cut citrine. Wait to see it. And I'll tell you, that pink sapphire, pick a portion of the ring, whether it's the gold, the diamonds, the pink sapphire individually, or the labor. Pick anything you want, any aspect of that ring. It would be more than $629. And yet this is $629 for everything, the whole ring set up, ready to go. So let me know who's got that one. It may be gone. And then here we go with one that I know is going to get these phone lines absolutely rocking. It does every time, even at full price. Well, this is our last call on this really modern, wider band of citrine. It's 112-6365. So this will be our Madeira citrine emerald cut, set at an angle. I know this one has been popular. We've only had it with 2 stones that I recall. That is citrine and peridot, and it is $63.65. By the way, I told you I will let you guys know about the links collection. I have an update for you at the next little break. So as soon as this sells out, we'll tell you about the links collection, where that stands, because I do have a few pieces and they are here tonight. So it'll be last call my links collection. Before that is probably remade at some point, but for much higher prices. So here's the 260 Madeira, 2 points in diamonds that are set as accents within that little bit of that kind of structured, almost like a trillion that sits a little recessed to the band and its design, because you see that the one angle of the gold where this side meets the stone is going to be, of course, all that flush mirror finished gold, but then you have the diamond set within. So this is a one only. Again, we're going to size it for you still, which sizing is not inexpensive, especially with still managing, you know, to make sizing free for you, despite what's happening with gold, so that if you do want to take this size 6 and you want to take it up or down, we're still working with you on that to make sure that that is free, so that it just arrives. We don't want you running around town going to figure out, okay, where do I even find a jewelry store that's open anymore? Do they work in gold? Do I trust them if I don't know them? Do I trust them to leave my ring there for days or weeks on end and wait for it to be sized? You don't have to do any of that. We just take care of that for you, and we're the only ones that do that. So I think that, again, really important extras that are thrown in for you for free that I don't think should be taken for granted, especially when prices are coming under cost the way they are. So that's something crucial to remember. If you like the yellow gold, you're ready to go here. Yellow gold and solid, and here's what it looks like on, and with that citrine being a 260. November's birthstone, taking the place of many years ago, it was Imperial Topaz that was dubbed the birthstone for November, and then citrine took over just because the rarity of Imperial was really almost impossible to find. So we've got the yellow gold. Forget about $9.99. It's a great price as it is, and that is a citrine that could pass for a golden orange diamond. It could pass for a really rich Imperial Topaz, which is, again, it's look-alike doppelganger to the original birthstone, and yet it's here for less than $1,000 and less than $9.99 or $888 or $777. We're just keeping on going, and this is why you shop here. When everybody else is saying, you know what, my gold buying days are over, we are here to really just truly show you that that doesn't have to be the case, and we are truly giving you an event and an opportunity like no other. So come on in, $699 on this one as well. The ring just got bigger and bolder, and yet it's going to be $629 at checkout, and then we've got pendants. We've got one Tanzanite round pendant, one. That is a shame, because the last time I had a Tanzanite pendant, I needed about 50 to satisfy everyone that wanted one. Well, I have one today, one. And the good news is we have one pair of earrings, 2 rings, one pendant, all on the way today. This is this Tanzanite. If you want to get a little jump start, that's what's coming up next, because I cannot believe what we're going to do on that Tanzanite round, your everyday style wearable. And yes, it's going to be, a huge discount. So that'll be next. Let's move on from the citrine. You know what to do. If you want that pearl pendant for $3.99, if you want the pink sapphire, or if you want the citrine for $6.99, really less, you call in and you say, okay, tell me that's still available, and we will help you out with that. All right, let's get to our Tanzanite, because this is one for the ages. And no matter what time of year, what time of day, what show it is, even if this was full board $2,200 regular price, that is an incredible in-demand piece, because most of us start with a blue wing block D in a ring, and then we realize, I love it so much, I want the whole suite. I want to get a pendant. I want to have earrings. Well, here is your only pendant opportunity tonight. And there are very few that are under 20 carats that we have in inventory. So if you're looking for a more affordable than $20,000 piece, here's how you go. It's 112-5147. Come on in. Anybody joining us tonight? Anybody out there? Anybody ready to shop a savings like you've never seen before? And I know we're the leader in values across the world. Think about that. What an incredible title. The leader in fine jewelry values across the world. That is not an overstatement. That is not hyperbole. That is the fact. And this is a 123 round best in the world. There it is again. Blue wing block D. There is no better quality anywhere. It's our 123. I don't think you'll forget that carat weight. And then you get the diamond halo and the diamonds in the bail, and it's 30 points in diamonds there. And we have one. And nobody's on the phone lines yet. Now, I know we had some broadcast issues the last couple of days. I'm wondering if we're having broadcast issues right now, because the fact that nobody's ready to go saying $2,200, yes, if she saves me any money off that, I know I'm living right. Well, here's your chance right now. Last one stays in yellow. Notice from a distance away, you're not going to see too much of the gold here. So I wouldn't let that be a huge deal breaker if that's the size of pendant you want. In that 1 carat plus, of course, it is a round. So that's spectacular how bright, beautiful, how really neon and red it is. But then you're getting 7/8 of an inch, good size bail. Is going to accommodate chains like even the diamonds by the yard that we love so much. And this will be your look from a distance away. So you are getting 7/8 of an inch top to bottom. Actually, yeah, 7/8 of an inch. Let me take it on over to the neckline as well. Show you what it looks like there. So more of that across the room, across the table angle and viewpoint. And yet it's going to be better than $1,000. So we have one. It is a true rock star of our favorite gem here in blue wing block D, and it is not going to be $9.99 or $8.88. Come on down. This is the chance right now to pick up everything practically free. And again, if this was a sale event called anything else besides Sell It or Melt It, it would be the practically free sale. Let's go back to the wheel and take a close-up look, and it will not be $799 either. We got a value for you. Come on in. There's only this one, and we will continue to save you 10% off the piece you are seeing on the screen. You do not need to worry. Am I going to really get something that looks like that? Well, it's the only one we have. So yes, yes. And even if I had another stone, let's say putting this together would cost us a lot more than $800 to do. So instead, we're going to make it $777, and that way get you under $7 when you take advantage of that discount, because it will be only $699 and change. And we only have the one. We'll give it 30 seconds, then we're going to move. Stays in the yellow gold there. We do have earrings. We have drops and studs and all different kinds of earrings. I have a critter piece or two. We've got aquamarine. I would love to know what you'd like to see for request. Actually, we have 2 critter pieces. I have a wise old owl, and I've got a really, really cool sea lion who's doing a trick with a turquoise. So we'll talk about that too. But any questions you have, requests that you want to make, we only got 2 hours and 40 minutes, so let's make them happen for you. And then we'll get to the incredible aqua at $777, which is really $699. You want to take that. All right, coming up, and we have a Paraiba. More affordable than I can ever imagine Paraiba being, and this one's already gone, it looks like. And then at the bottom of the hour, which is only 12 minutes from now, we're going to show you that giftable bracelet that is 18 karat gold. Giftable bracelet that's 18 karat gold. How do we do a giftable bracelet for 18 karat? That doesn't make any sense. We will do it. And then I have bamboo hoops. Oh yeah, at least 2 pairs. Okay, that's only for my LL Cool J fans out there and my kids in the 90s. But I do have bamboo hoops. The only difference is they won't have your name in it, but I have those and I love them. I still wear them to this day. All right, let's move on. Tanzanite's here. Shall we get to the bamboo hoops? I mean, why not? With that kind of introduction, let's show them to you. Here we go. This is, and you know what? I better sit here and polish these things up. I did not realize they have the gleam and glow. And then you get them up close and I see some fingerprints. So here we go with a bamboo hoop earring. I get a lot of requests every day. I get about, on average, about 250 requests from viewers like yourselves from all across the country and beyond. And usually those requests are something to the effect of, hey, love watching the show, your jewelry's spectacular. I see a lot of gorgeous gems and diamonds. Do you ever do plain gold? Do you ever have anything that's just straight up gold? And the answer is no, not usually. Not usually. Tonight I do. I do have a couple pieces, and this is one of them. And it is truly an icon when it comes to design, from really elegant and classical, because I think of one of my favorite designers in the world who's all, you know, all about real signature Italian designs and looks, and they do bamboo. They do bamboo in all their hardware, in just whether it's bamboo or horse bits, they're doing it in shoes, on hardware, and handbags. And these bags, keep in mind, cost, you know, $12,000 and $13,000. So it's not exactly inexpensive. And yet when they do fine jewelry, they do an earring much like this. Bamboo hoop in 18 karat gold. Ours are 14, but theirs are 18. And oh, by the way, it's no bigger than this because I've seen them and, you know, have sold them and all that. And they are, I kid you not, now this price has probably changed in the last few months, but last time I saw them, they were over $19,000. So there's that. And we're doing our own version of 14 karat gold bamboo hoops that are going to be quite large. They're a little larger than what we sometimes see in just straight up diamonds, which I like because they're actually 1 3/4 inches long. And it's 1124288, by the way, and they're 14 karat. They're hollow. That's important because it means, and I don't mean plating, okay? That's not what hollow means. Hollow just means not solid, because when you do a bigger hoop, and trust me, I wear hoops every day of my life. I love hoops. I'm obsessed with hoops. I'm not afraid to say it. But if you're doing a solid hoop, oh, yeah, in a big size, it's going to be too heavy for your poor little lobes. So instead, we do the hollowed out design, which is how the big designer does it, and you're getting a bamboo style that actually graduates. So it's an oval shape, and it gets larger through the body or the base of the earring. Yes, go ahead, Tim. Oh, good. Thank you so much. Well, our Tanzanite pendant has sold. And now we're going to get the bamboo hoops, which I have. I told you I'd have at least 2 pairs. I have 3, actually. So that's good news for 3 different collars, or one gal that really wants to have this snap bar closure hoop for maybe a gift, and maybe get one for yourself. And it's Mom's Day coming up in just a matter of weeks. So look at that size, though. This is no small hoop. There's a little perspective against the hand. I love that they get a little more body near the base. They get a little more narrow up top. They really show off that bamboo design. These are Italian made, by the way, so could very well be the same factory that makes those fine jewelry ones for you know who. But 6.5 grams in gold, so we don't want them to be oversized or weighty on the ear. We don't want them tugging or pulling or being uncomfortable, because then you'll never wear them. So what's the point in owning something you're never going to wear? 1 3/4 inches is the length, 1 1/4 inches is the longest width, and let me show them to you on. And they are only yellow gold, and this is going to be a miracle of a price, because we have not just, sometimes we just keep the price the same and say, hey, look what a value that is, because we didn't take the gold up to today's gold pricing standard. But I think you guys aren't ones for like, oh, good, they kept the price the same. No, you guys want us to take the old price, and despite what's happening in the world, you want us to take it even lower, am I right? So that's exactly what I'm going to do right now. So come on in, because I wanted you to see them from the front and from the sides as well. So I really want you to see all the different angles here, so you really get an idea of how they look, and then we'll show you from a distance away as well, so you can see them from across the room, because trust me, they will show up from across the room. They are that big and that style and that chunky look, which is what the whole idea. You don't see many bamboo hoops that are teeny and narrow. They're not supposed to be. That doesn't create the look we're going for. So I'm going to show them to you from a distance, but we'll take a look close up. Italian made, only 3 pairs. Let's get them out the door. They're not even going to be $2,000 or $19.99. That is a mere fraction of what the big designer gets for them. I did want you to just see, because, you know, I'm a lover of a big hoop. Give me 3, give me 4 inches. I'm not shy. But I got to say, this is really, that may sound large, but I don't think when you look at, you know, everyday wearable and what hoops mean to this world and just our society at large, what a hoop earring means as far as fashion and as far as iconic, then this is really that style. I mean, we want something that has presence and that shows up. These definitely do, and they're going a whole lot lower than $19.99. Are you ready? Because we have 3 pairs and that's it. And they're all yellow gold, so there's no choices to make, no sizing needed. We're going to bring them all the way on down and make them only $9.99. I think we're going to do a little better. I really want to make sure everything goes. That's the whole point. These are ready to be melted, if not. But I think with that, again, really nice hinge snap bar closure. That's how I own bamboo hoops. That's exactly how they're always made. That's a signature style. They're all mirror finish. You can see from front back. There's no wrong way to put them on, because they've got that bamboo detailing all the way around, and we're going to make them $888 instead. And then you take $88.80 off that price, and they'll be down to $799 and change. So that is the way you shop a gold hoop. And we get, I mean, I look at it as, why get a regular? You've got one pair, thank you, 2 pairs left. Why get one basic pair of gold hoops? Now, you may already have those, number one. I know we all kind of start with a tubular style or a thinner hoop, but isn't it nice to have something with a little, you know, never going out of style, that's for sure, but to have something with a little more interest to it, a little more texture. When I say texture, it's still all mirror finish, but to have that really distinctive bamboo look is everything. So let's give it 30 seconds, then we're moving on. We got that bracelet shortly here. I do have plenty in earrings and also in pendants. I've got a key, which is going to come with the chain and everything. Wow, that's pretty cool. And so we'll give you that opportunity as well, an $888 with our final. And there's our even Italian clock there, which I really love. Those colors of Italy. No, it's not Christmas time prematurely. This is not a tape. It's not December. It's April, but it's really the Italian colors. Yes, my favorite designer. They even do, they did a collaboration with Fiat years ago, and they did a whole Fiat edition with the designer's name and web stripe all over the car. So it was kind of cool. I mean, you know, cute, attention grabbing. All right, so here we go. $888, 2 pairs left. Let's show you a pendant and chain. So the full necklace is coming your way here. And I am loving that idea, especially when it is this affordable and giftable, and maybe just for Mom's Day or anything else for a loved one. Here's how you do something significant that I think tells the story of love without being a heart shape. Even though it's got a very love knot style at the top, I would say, and those are baguettes and diamonds, and come on in because Lolo giving away jewelry tonight. So welcome into Wednesday, our little Wednesday night gathering and party here, where again, most people don't join us for another hour and a half, but you're here for the specials. You're here because you're the early birds. You're here because you understand the importance of a value and how during this sale, nothing's sticking around. You know that, and you know also that when everyone does dial in and join us later, they get caught up with what was on the show and pick out those pieces that might still be available 25 minutes in. So I would not wait if I were you, okay? So just again, word to the wise after being here doing this event for 2 weeks, plus it's just the way it's been going. So here we go. Last call on this beautiful key. It's going to be 18 karat gold, so we've got a huge upgrade there for you. 18 karat white gold with a box link chain. The item number is 1123571. And who got the first pair of hoops over there? Hi, Donna. Thank you so much. What about you, Tim? Who was shopping with you earlier? Pamela? Pamela from where? We'll find out. 30 points. Where? North Carolina. Hi, Pamela. Thank you so much. All right, so we have 30 points in diamonds here, baguettes and rounds together. And the baguettes, that's not easy to do, to set them that way, where you've got 4 sections of all done in channel, all custom cut, all beautifully done, and then the key with the diamond straight on down. It is coming with the chain, which is going to be an adjustable chain. So it's 18 inches maximum, but you can shorten it as needed and get real specific about how short you want to go, or really customize the length as well. But we have just the one. So you're getting everything you need. And let me show you from a distance, because you probably think, oh, how cute. It's probably teeny tiny. We don't really do a lot of teeny tiny. When we do, it's got something called itty bitty next to it, and we're not in the itty bitty category here. That's the back, by the way. Here's the front. And then let me go ahead and get the ruler in here so you can see the measurement. We've only got one, so come on in. This is just what we can do here on a sale event like no other, giving jewelry away. And I mean it, because please take a look at what jewelry prices are if you haven't been looking around. And this is an inch, and I would say a little more than an inch and a quarter. So I would say, actually, I would say an inch and 3/8 on that one, just to be a little more specific. I would say inch and 3/8, top to bottom. Here's your chain. It's a smooth box link chain. That little bead you see up at the right of the clasp enclosure, that's going to be how you adjust it. You slide that bead. Here's what it looks like from a distance away, and so you can see it right there. So you can get an idea of those baguettes, and I'll just try to get in focus for you. But that's going to be a one only, and we'll go under $1,000. Hasn't everything tonight so far been under $1,000? And this is an everyday style. Even though it's got a lot of diamonds, it's kind of that cool casual. I mean, keys are really having a moment, and there's obviously a well-known particular blue box designer that loves to do keys and does them very well, but they're never an affordable price tag like we can do, and this one suddenly does not want to sit on its own. So here's what I'll do. If I make it a price tag that you love, it won't have to be here long. And now the bail is just kinked a little bit, so let me get that straightened out. And here we go. That one's going to be $599. So that sounds good to me, with the pendant and the chain, when that's less than the price of a chain by itself right now in today's gold world. So that makes it a value, and $60 off that price. That will make it even better. So $539 and change if you'd like our key pendant and the key to give to anyone. I mean, maybe they hold the key to your heart and you'd like them to have a reminder that sits close to their heart. That's the idea. Or again, keys are really just, they look like they have a story, especially ones that are more ornate. And this one is maybe not as filigree all the way down, but certainly that top, kind of that little, it really does remind me of a love knot. We see that oftentimes in pave diamond earrings. This is really that love knot feel, but done in the tapered baguettes that looks so, so good. And that's only going to be $539 if you'd like to get it. So hopefully you will. I recommend it highly. We only have one there and you want to act quickly. So I'm going to keep on moving. We got a lot to show. This is a ring. Thank you so much. The key is gone, and let me know who got that. And then here we are. I mean, it's, you know, Quiet Wednesday, so I might as well shout everybody out, give them a big old thank you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. If you're just hanging out watching the show, well, a lot of people do that too. And then you just might find something that is irresistible that you can't live without. And my job is to make it more inexpensive than you ever dreamed it could be. And that's what we get to do. So 112-1805 is now. This would be a blue sapphire pear shape in a squared off style band. This also has had companion pieces, so we've done the design in other stones, meaning if you already own those, they stack really well together. And that's going to be our 58-point pear shape blue sapphire with 18 points in diamonds that actually wrap around the front corner of that ring. So again, asymmetrical design, bright blue sapphire, stays in the white gold. We will blow it out right now, $19.99. It will not be. Yes? Diane got the key. Thank you, Diane, so much. Enjoy it. Well done there. Thank you for calling so quickly. Now, here we go. 58 points on the sapphire, 18 points in the diamonds. And again, if you ever struggle with rings rotating once they're on, you'll never have to worry about that with this one because it has that squared off style. So what that does is gives you a really good, now we're going to still size it to whatever you need, but look at how it's finished on the inside. This is what I'm talking about, that slightly squared off design. Still comfortable. It's actually, I find it very comfortable. And then it's going to tend to sit right centered up. So even if, like this one's like 3 sizes too big on me, and still it can kind of stay in place thanks to that more squared off style. And again, we're going to size it for you so it still arrives ready to wear, but there have been other options like this that are made the same way that would match beautifully. It's not going to be even $9.99. We're taking it even lower for you. Come on in. This is the time to make your jewelry dreams come true, to do some great, fabulous gifting. I care more about what I give to others than what I buy for myself. And I think that's just because, you know, as a giver and who wants to be, you know, who everyone wants to show the people they care that they care. And, you know, finding great personalized things that you know they're going to love that also reflect who you are as a person and your taste and style, I think are wonderful. And with Mom's Day around the corner, we all know moms we want to celebrate, and I encourage the moms out there to celebrate themselves on a value like this. I'll do better, $9.49 if you like that. It makes it $8.54 and change. Then we've got our bangle coming up, the one size fits all. All. Do you hear me? All. I mean, maybe not the babies. Actually, it might. It might even fit those of you that have the 5-inch wrists and the 6-inch wrists and the 6.5-inch wrists. It is probably going to work for you all too. So it's a really cool bangle. It's kind of a take on, if you saw my pearl ring the other day that was one size fits most, you're going to really like this bangle bracelet coming up. So get ready. This one's $9.49. Let me tell you a little bit about this bangle, because this one is really unlike anything else we do or that we have. I've got one on, so you can already see it. Now, these are all going to be exactly alike because it features a white pearl, a beautiful, beautiful white pearl. It's going to be a freshwater culture pearl, much like we saw in the pendant. If you want to pick up the pendant that we did have earlier, you still may because it's still available. However, I want to talk a little bit about a bangle bracelet. First of all, bracelets are, you don't get much more expensive than a bracelet right now. Especially one that's in solid gold, but really any metal for that matter. Bracelets require more gold than most jewelry pieces, including chains. The only thing that might be more would be maybe a whole all-around collar that's pretty wide. But this is a bracelet that is so easy to wear. I can clasp it and unclasp it without ever breaking eye contact with you. I can put it on with my eyes closed, okay? So I can do that too. So it's really easy. If you struggle with bracelets and you're not wearing bracelets anymore, you know somebody who you've heard that from before, don't worry about this one. This one is no clasp or closure yet. It's not gonna fly off my wrist. I could literally do, well, I couldn't literally do cartwheels because I'm not a cartwheel girl, but if I could do cartwheels, I would be doing cartwheels and this bangle would go nowhere because it is a flexible style. You remember our ring we had the other day? It was like a coil of gold all the way around. Keep in mind, it's 18 karat yellow gold. So what we're all craving right now is yellow gold, because show me I'm wearing gold. Gold, $3,200 an ounce. I want to show the world I'm wearing gold. So this is how you get it. It's a stackable style. I love staggering these together because also the pearl's in the middle, but you can stagger them a little bit so you can make a really cool look by putting on 3, 4, 5, 6 at a time, even more. You can also gift them, bridesmaids gifts, all the baby shower invitees. You want to give them all a little something that is not basically like a little, no offense to like personalized cookies and stuff, that's great, I'll take it, but definitely a little more everlasting, something that's a little more precious. This is a great way to go. It's any occasion. Basically, what you want to do is stock up on these to have them for every gift-giving occasion for the next year, because we have a few to go around. I've got, okay, not one for every state, but about half that. So this is going to go very quickly, and I would encourage you to think about getting more than one, because it is one size fits all, even the teeny tiny wrists out there, because it's got a little circular style when it's off the wrist. So I'll be showing this to you. I don't know if you can tell, but it's more circular with a bypass in the back. So there's a memory grade, it's a jewelry memory grade wire inside, so it's not going to lose its shape no matter, you can practically make it straight, and it's not going to lose its shape, it'll always go right back to being rounded. But that's the beauty of how you put it on, and it is secure, so don't tell me it's not. It is secure for you. So you do not need to worry about the fact it doesn't have all these, figure eights and all that. You don't need to worry about it, guys. It's going to stay on your wrist. It's one size fits the larger wrist, the teeny tiny wrist, and everything in between. So it's 112-1085. And it does also match the ring that I know a lot of you picked up this weekend and got more than one of. Welcome into Wednesday. So glad to have you with us. I'm Lauren Blair. This is the value of values. That is 18 karat gold solid beads. They are all set side by side over that jewelry grade memory wire that is going to allow you to have the flexibility. Then you have the seed pearls at the end caps in the back. You have the big 9mm freshwater cultured pearl in the middle. And trust me, for Mom's Day, where you're going, I'm looking at jewelry right now, and Mom said, whatever you do not buy me jewelry because I've seen where gold's at. And I don't know if we're buying, Mom, 3 carats in diamonds and lots of gemstones. This is the way you get fine jewelry at a teeny tiny fraction of what it should actually cost. And it's a one size fits all, trust me. So get as many as you want. I know there's gonna be a lot of people that dial in right now and get one. And that's wonderful, and I thank you for that. But honestly, there will be a day, whether it's December, a week before Christmas, and you realize, oh my gosh, I forgot that very important person, or whoever it is. Maybe it's that, oh, that new person that went on my gift list at the last minute and I didn't realize I needed to get something for my son's girlfriend, whatever it is. This is the bracelet you have and gift proudly. It's not an afterthought. It looks like you went out to a retail store or a design house and spent thousands. And you can be proud to give 18 karat gold and a pearl that is really for anybody and everybody, because pearls are ageless, and we have nobody on the phone lines, and that's kind of too bad, because I know even with a couple to go around, there's never going to be enough for everybody. We know that. That's been the theme of this event. And do not come emailing me or messaging me like I get nonstop 24 hours a day going, I cannot believe I missed that. Lola, you're probably just, that's a pitch up there, right? You don't really have 1 or 2 or 10. You have another one, right? There's got to be a vault with one, and I don't. We have what's out here. We have what's going on, and they're all, in this case, identical, so get as many as you want. And let's just say it. It's not even going to be $9.99, and it's 18 karat gold in a bracelet. It has the flexibility. Let me show you again if you missed it. This is how it opens and closes. It's really simple. You can do it with literally 3 fingers. You can just open and close it as you wish, because it is just so easy, and then it always finds its way back. This is why even on a teeny wrist, on a larger wrist, it ain't going anywhere. It will actually just, again, wrap around your wrist like a bypass does, and then it's on, and you have got beautiful, beautiful looks, and it's modern, and it's fresh, and it still stacks with other bracelets. Don't take your nail bracelet off. Don't take your tennis bracelet off. Wear it. Do you want to go better than $4.99? Let's do it. I want everyone to have the freedom to get as many as they need. I want you to have gifting for the entire year. For everybody in your life that wears bracelets, I want you to get this fabulous bracelet. You may not even have somebody specific in mind yet, but you'll have it when you need it, and you know those occasions pop up, whether it's 6 weeks from now, 6 months from now, or years from now. This is the bracelet you can give proudly, and it's all 18 karat yellow gold. This is not costume. This is not fashion. We don't do costume. We don't do demi-fine. We don't do fashion jewelry. And we have Already several gone at $4.99. What if we make this even better, even easier, even more affordable? Please get more than one. Only one choice of gold color, yellow. All 18 karat, yes, that is 75% pure gold. When you get 18 karat, that is significant. It's a huge leap up from 14 karat gold. It's not even $4.99. Here I am touting getting more than one, getting as many as you need. So let's make it even better than $399. If you'd like to get one, this is the time. What can I say that hasn't been said except we are going to be counting these down in a hurry. Do not wait. I'm going to give you extra. And you know what you could do? $350 would get you about 3 for $1,000, maybe $333. We could get you 3 for under $1,000 then. Let's even go lower than that. And trust me, you will have those occasions where they come up, that last minute graduation gift, that last minute holiday gift. I know that seems far away when it's only April, but you know it'll be here before you know it. This value will not be. So take a look at it. It's not even $333. Let's make this so easy. This is my little roll call for tonight. As the little girl who grew up only wanting to be a teacher and that was it. I'm going to do my own version of attendance roll call here tonight on Wednesday night at 5:39 Pacific time on a Wednesday, April 23rd. We missed Earth Day. Can you believe it? We were not together on Earth Day this year. But trust me, we celebrate the earth every day with natural gems, in this case, an organic gem. You know what? Don't sell them yet. Let's make them better than $333. Operators, I will need to know how many you're getting. You have to yell out a number. You don't need to ask me how my days off were. You don't need to ask how Peanut's doing. Just tell me how many you need, okay? A number. That's all I need because I got to count these down. And they are $299 for a bracelet with pearls. And it's 18 karat gold. So that is where you need to tell me how many you'd like. I think it would be absolutely crazy to just get one. I think you should get more than one. Stack them, even to wear them for yourself. You'll put one on, they're addicting. They're kind of like the potato chips of jewelry. But the fact is you can have more than one. You can, and you should, and you'll stack them up the wrist, up and down, all you want. And what is everyone getting? So far, one, and one. But make sure you get one at least and try it out. Because remember, you're going to be coming back going, please tell me you have more. We could probably make more at some point in time, but it's going to be add a zero to that. It'd be $29.99. Or $29.90, something like that, right? About $3,000 for a bangle like that. Nobody would even look twice. That's totally normal. But for, oh, and by the way, you're saving 10%. So it's another $30 off just for the heck of it. So $269, does that sound even better? Now you can get 4 for just a little over $1,000. That's how you do it. So how many for you over there, Tim? I saw you're getting 1. Okay, so 2 more over here. Thank you. 2 more here. You got it. So now it seems like everybody's getting 2 or more. I've got 3 over here. And remember, we only started with not even 1 to go around for every state. Half that actually. So really important, not even half that. So this is where I'm going to give it 30 seconds. We're going to sell these things out. That is the bracelet. I'll try it on the wrist one more time. And if you're going, yeah, but that won't work for me, Lolo. That won't work for me. It will. How do I know? Because I don't know you. And yet you're probably saying, somebody out there is going, I have a teeny tiny little wrist. And then 2 more. Thank you. 2 more over here. And someone's saying, well, I have a little larger wrist. It does not matter. Look at this. It will fit. It will fit. It will. I promise you. It will fit my water bottle. Okay? So the water bottle is quite wide. This would mimic a much larger wrist, but it will fit the water bottle. Okay, not really well, but again, the water bottle is far bigger than your wrist is. So it's going to work, and boom, goes right back to shape. Unbelievable value, unbelievable quality for this price tag. There you have it. That's on. I have an average size wrist. I wear about 6.5 to 7. And look at how it's not tight. It's a bangle, kind of a cuff style bangle, but it's not tight. And you see how when it's not, if you're not a baby wrist, it's going to have those pearls kind of come together and meet in the middle. But it's not going anywhere. It's not going to go anywhere. You're not going to lose it. It's not going to fly off the wrist. So this is really the way to go. And the pearl is completely, it's a round 9mm freshwater culture pearl. We're almost sold out. And that's going to be that. So really fun bracelet. And I just love that there's not a lot of pieces in the world that you can feel confident on shopping on, that you could like blindfoldly, you know, like you could just, what am I trying to say? Blindly give as a gift and know it's going to work for her. Because if she has a wrist and she wears jewelry, she's going to love it, no matter of age, no matter of style, no matter of, does she have anything like it? Probably not. Not everybody gets to luxuriate in 18 karat gold every day. And that is the way you get, yes, freshwater cultured pearl in a big size. In the middle, the seed pearls are in the back. That's what 3mm represents. That's more the diameter of the seed pearls that are in the back, kind of to finish it. Because it would look a little, I think, rough if they didn't give it a nice little end cap finishing point like they did. And yet it is $299, but not really, because it's actually going to be $269 and change, and you can get as many as you like until they're sold out. So we're almost there, and then we do have, and yes, that matches the ring beautifully. We had a gorgeous ring the other day. Wasn't it beautiful? We had a ring that was a little bit more on the adjustable side. Now I'm going to preview those tansies that are coming up. What a night to be with us. And I'll tell you, your friends that aren't missing out. Stay with me for the next 2 hours. Look at that 6 carat. Sign me up. That's the ring I want. It's a 602 emerald cut. That's here. That's good. That's going to be coming up at the, I'm thinking top of the hour. Can we wait 15, 16 more minutes for that 6 carat emerald cut? Oh, yeah, we can. Then there's going to be a 5 carat, and the only thing that gets more wows than an emerald cut might be the round. It is like true, I don't even know if the cameras can handle it, neon. So that's going to be a little TVON neon. Are we ready for our last call on the, oh, I have my designer piece. This is actually not my design. I can't take the credit for that. But I came in many, many years ago. Remember, I've been here 9 years. And I came in many years ago wearing a ring that was gifted to me that at the time, it was before I had my signet ring, actually. So that's how long ago it was. And I came in with a ring that was gifted to me that I wore every day at the time. And it was this design. And a lot of you saw it on the air and started incessantly just demanding we make it. And at the time, we couldn't, because we didn't have princess cuts either at that time. Well, this is the pendant. So this goes back literally, I think it's 8 years now that this goes back, eight and a half. So really goes back a ways. That is princess cut and round brilliant diamonds, and it is gorgeous. And it's designed after a designer ring that I wear. Well, I wear it often. I just don't wear it on the air because I wear my signet ring on the air every day. But I wear this ring and I love it. And it's from a very, very, very special, if you know who I'm talking about, I'll give you some initials, VCA, and I'm not talking about the veterinarian clinics, I'm talking about the designer. So that is very, very special. That's coming up. So we haven't seen that in a while. It's only white gold, but I'm very proud that we made it with our quality of diamonds, because actually when I handed off my ring, because we wanted to make something similar, they said, you realize we're gonna make it, but we're gonna make it better. We're gonna make it in a far better quality than what your ring is. I'm like, do you know what that ring costs? They're like, yeah, but just because it's designer doesn't mean it's VS diamonds. So we have a very special pendant, and we do have a cross. I did bring out the cross. Now this is kind of sad. This is going to be a sad moment because I love this cross and I've been presenting it for nearly 9 years, and I'm a big, big fan. And we actually have all 3 gold colors, and oh my goodness, it's just so wearable. And I have the white and the yellow and the rose, and we're very limited. I have a total of 6 to go around, but it's only 1 in the yellow, which I'm going to show you now. This is item number 1110439. It's one of those I've memorized through the years because I'm just such a fanatic about this design. I just think it's one of the prettiest classic ornates that we ever see, and it's yet 90 points in diamonds, bigger diamonds at that for the most part. There's the rose gold hanging out too. It's got a nice size bail that's going to get you a little bit lengthy. It goes really from the very top point to the base, to the intersection. So that's not what I meant to do. But I'm going to show you where the bail goes so you can see that really, really well. The bail goes from here to here. So you've got quite a bit of room, and yes, DBTY appropriate here. And yet it is also going to be, well, our huge markdown is on the way. And again, if you've loved this cross, it's time to get it now, because it's only going to be here back at some point, but for much more money. So I would say, why would you wait? Why would you wait? And we'll zoom back a little bit so you can see all 3 gold colors. But remember, 1 in yellow is all we have. I have 3 in rose. Actually, rose gold's been quite popular, I think, because a lot of times when we offer rose gold, we don't see the rose gold. And now bringing out these pieces as you get them, as you see them, I think it's helped a lot of people envision what rose gold looks like. And so a lot of people are saying, you know what, I kind of like that. So rose gold we have 3 of, but it's been pretty popular of late throughout this event. We're going to show you also the white gold, the classic always, 2 in the white gold. Only here. So again, grand total of 6 to go around. Yellow, white, or rose. Remember, the yellow is the most limited. So all you need to do, you got to dial really, really quickly. And that is going to be a fabulous, fabulous wearable cross. I'm going to try one on for you, of course. Want to give you a look at it and all the different perspectives. That's how they look there, just to do the comparison of which gold color you like the best. But it's sad. I've been showing this for so long, and my entire tenure here, it's always been my favorite. We've done a lot of different versions of the crosses, many of which are classic, but I think this is just something that looks very modern yet old world at the same time. So it's just a truly classic style, but different than your basic, right? A lot of just straight up and down. You can see how it flares out at all the corner points, gives you a little more wow factor. I'm going to show you on the hand. It's a little over an inch, so nothing too imposing, certainly, nothing that takes it outside the realm of everyday wear. but it looks ornate and it looks fancy. And I think that maybe if you're not the fancy pants of the family, maybe it's not for you. I think it's really it's a little more kind of a fancy dressy piece just in the way it looks. And I don't mean you're saving it for a special occasion when you're in a ball gown. That's not what I mean. I mean the design just looks very elegant. It looks like, you know, for a very classy lady, for a true lady. And that's what I know we have a lot of those ladies out there who want something very significant, special, but also, again, different than maybe what you already have, or maybe you're looking to upgrade your everyday style. Maybe you're just falling in love with this now, or maybe yours has, you know, years have gone by since you bought yours, and maybe it was before you discovered TVON, so maybe yours has SI diamonds, or, you know, what you typically see out there, I2s, I3s, and you're ready to upgrade to the VS. Here's the way you do it. It's under $1,000 for 90 points in diamonds. You can wear it any which way, diamonds by the yard, or basically every chain but a huge omega is going to work with this one as well. And you can just see how it just looks like solid diamonds. They did that in a way with the shared prongs that it just looks like, again, like there's no break in the diamonds at all. It's just really perfected, and it's going to be, it wouldn't be an all-time bestseller if it wasn't a great value as well. People don't just buy things around here because they're pretty. It's one thing, and I say this a lot, it's one thing to just bring beautiful jewelry. I mean, I could go walk into any place in the world that has great jewelry and go work there. But to really work with great jewelry that's beautiful and high quality, but make it a really inexpensive price tag, that's what is really exclusive and special to us here and here only. That's the difference, is that there's a lot of beautiful jewelry out there, a lot of expensive jewelry out there that you have to pay exorbitant amounts for. This is where you get that value. So instead of $1,000 or $999, we're going even lower. I will make this one $888, and that's it. $888. It's minus 10%. It actually means $799, but operatives, once again, please tell me what gold color and how many you'd like, because I'm down to the one in the yellow only. I have a feeling that option is probably going to go first. It's always popular right now with the yellow gold and also the rose gold. Very unique, but we have a little more quantity there. So not as concerned about the rose gold going first, but again, you want to make it known to us which one you'd like. Yes. Yellow gold is sold out. Thank you so much. The yellow gold is gone. Yellow gold just sold. That's why it's important to dial in early. Now, here's what we have left, a total of 5. I've got 2 in the white and 3 in the rose, and we're going to give that 60 seconds as well. Yellow gold gone, rose and white left. 5 more to go around for everybody. It sounds like a lot, but this has been a bestseller. We've had thousands go out in my last 9 years here, so it's been a lot of that cross and that particular style. For those of you, by the way, that are the unheated Tanzanite fans, I did find one I really like. So I know we've had a run on those the last couple of days, a lot of requests for them. I found a really stunning emerald cut. What color would you like, Tim? White gold over there. All right, so white gold's down to 1 left now. White gold's going to be the next to go, I would imagine. So let me know if you'd like that one. We have a gold quartz in a pendant. I also did bring out the GIA certified white diamond that we have for you as well. That's going to be here too. It's a 1-carat-1 emerald cut, GIA certified. High clarity with a VS2. So we've got that white diamond coming up at a teeny tiny little price tag. And Jason, what color would you like? White or rose? Yes, no? Rose gold over there, thank you. So now 1 left in the white and 2 left in the rose now, and that will be that. So our final call, and remember, it's really $7.99 and change to get that cross, and beautifully finished hidden bail. That's what I love about it too, is that it's a hidden bail, so it's just going to look like it's floating. Whatever chain you use, it's going to look like it's floating, and you cannot worry too much about your chain size, because look at all the room you have there in that hidden bail. So it's really meant to work for every chain you have, including, yes, the diamonds by the yard. So rose gold and white gold remain there. That's it. Let's get to our one-of-a-kind. Oh, we have a beautiful sapphire garnet and an aqua. Let's take a look at this. A Sierra Santa Maria. And let me know on the critter pieces. We have 1 owl. I know we have some owl collectors out there. And I know we have the sea lion piece. It's our sea lion pendant with a turquoise. So if you'd like to see our critter pieces, let me know. That way you'll get a jump start. You can stay on the phone lines and get first dibs. But here is the aqua, Sierra Santa Maria. It's item number 1125167 on the way. And this is a one only in white gold. It's going to be quick. Okay, this is our Sierra Santa Maria carat 67. Is the size here. You have a really special 41 points in diamonds. It reminds me always of the ginkgo leaf. here a bit. It's a really decorative way, designer way to do a floral, and really bold. It's a bold ring. So it's item number 5167, and it's our carat 67 in the Sierra Santa Maria. That is what we like to do here. That high-end superstar quality that is Sierra Santa Maria. It's the best aqua in the world. You also have a beautiful designer pave floral around it. There's a little bit of cutout detailing there with your floral leaves, if you will. Take a look at this on the hand, because again, always helps to see the size perspective, doesn't it? So you know what we're working with, because when you think at these prices, if I only had the price tag up there, you would think we were talking about microscopic little pieces, and that's just not the case. So there's a really good designer look for you, and it's going to be better than $29.99. Come on in, everybody. We've got a big last 2 hours here coming up. In about 6 minutes, we start hour number 2, and I am bringing out that emerald cut Tanzanite, so you guys can get first dibs before everybody else joins in the last hour, because that's really when we start to get busy on these weekdays. So I want to make sure, and I really encourage you guys, that doesn't mean that's when you're supposed to join. It's supposed to start at 5, and again, get right in on these values. But look what we have here at a carat 67. I'm going to make this $9.99 instead. We'll take $2,000 off. We'll save you another $100 at check out, and then we'll check off 10% for you, which will make it only $8.99. By the way, more solid gold pieces. We had the bamboo hoops. I also have one bracelet, 7.5 inch, all gold, rounded link bracelet. This is also Italian made. And so if that looks like something you would love, see, we're seeing entirely new things, different things, unusual things that you haven't seen in this event yet. And that bracelet is a one only. So if you'd like to see more, get yourself a little head start on that one. We'd be happy to do it and show it to you. This one's $8.99 and change if you'd like to get that, and I highly recommend it. And then we've got Savarite, the owl. We've got a golden pearl ring, just one. And we have a Congolese pendant. I do have a very large ruby pendant as well. It's super elongated and not that much money, but very elongated style. And then where are my diamond lovers? I found the most gorgeous pair of diamond drop earrings. I am such a fan of these earrings. They're really beautiful. They almost look like antiques, but done with really good diamonds. That's the difference. If you're looking at antique jewelry, you're not going to find a lot of high quality diamonds, are you? That's the downside of, you know, those looks are one thing. It's one thing to get the design elements of antiques and pieces that are, you know, estate and vintage and all that. It's another thing though if you're a stickler about quality. So take a look at this. We have this gorgeous pair of designer diamond drop earrings. We have not seen these in a very, very long time. They've only been on the air once. It's item number 112-7166. Let me know on that aqua. And then this is such a cool design. This is going to start with a half hoop, meaning it's a J-style hoop, so it's open in the back. And then you get this great ornate filigree design at the base. And so there's quite a bit of length here. There's a carat 07 in diamonds. They are set in platinum. Now, you got to holler at me on these phone lines, because I know it's a really good day for these values and discounts. There's your inch and, I would not say an inch and a half quite, but we're getting very close. I would say an inch and 3/8 there. And what we're going to do, and I want to show you, there's a really cool backing. There's a little 18 karat, or platinum rather, backing, but it's got the silicone over it so that it just makes it really sturdy. And that way it never loses shape. We've all been there. We've had a butterfly kind of get the wings a little off kilter, and then the butterfly backing ain't working no more. That's not good. So they wrap the butterfly backing in some silicone, which actually makes it a little easier to grip onto and hold onto, but it also then keeps the shape so that it's always going to be secure when it goes on that post, okay? So it's really ingenious. I'm going to go ahead and show you up close and then try one on. I just wanted to get a little size perspective on the drop. This may not sit all that well, but I will do my best. And you know what it looks like? It looks like you have one huge diamond in the center, doesn't it? And so when you see it, and I know that's not the best perspective, I just do need 2 hands to take off my earring and pop this one on, but it's a really beautiful look. They give you some drop without being oversized. I wouldn't call this a big chandelier earring. I wouldn't worry about it being too oversized or overdone, but look how pretty they are on. And I don't even have a backing on, but obviously you see the look, the size, the beauty of having those gorgeous diamonds in a bigger, almost floral aesthetic going on. And they're going to be under $3,000. $29.99, and they are in platinum, and you are getting over a carat in diamonds. So what's not to love there? But maybe you don't love the price tag. Maybe you do love the price tag, but you're not going to oppose saving even more money. That's what we're doing right now. and we will get you the huge savings of a lifetime right here and now. They're not even $19.99 or $1,500. White diamonds, no doubt, solid diamond pieces are the most popular of this event. And so now we have a style you've not seen, a one-of-a-kind pair of earrings. They are set in platinum, and they are not going to be 15 or 14. Oh, no, they are not. Let's take them back up close, and I'll show you all the detail they have. So let me prop this one up so you can see all this incredible detail of design, all done in the diamonds. I love that big cluster up front in the middle. And that's going to be better than even $13.99. Only one pair there, $12.99. And then you get the extra $130 off that as well. So they will be $11.69 and change at checkout. And you can see how beautiful, again, little vintage feel. Are we all in agreement on that? Something a little bit for a flair for that vintage kind of look, something special, and $11.69 if you'd like to get them, but there's only one pair. They do have those platinum backings as well. And we'll see who's got them. And then more earrings also on the way. We've got some Royal Zambarn garnet earrings also. So that's going to be fun. A lot for the earring lovers. And yes, the beautiful cuff. I think those pearl cuff bracelet, those one size fits most. I think those are still here if you'd like to get them. There is a green Paraiba that is extremely affordable. So if you're looking for affordable Paraiba, you have come to the right place here tonight. Let me know on that one, $11.69. Those are here. We've got 30 seconds till our top of the hour. 2 short hours left for Wednesday night. Everything you see has one last airing. That's it. And then you'll never see it again. So it's time to dial. Let's get to our fabulous Tsavorite. I'm not waiting. We got to get one more idea in here before the top of the hour arrives. Here it is, Tsavorite garnet. The prettiest Tsavorite garnet. A classic mounting style. Don't tell me that's not a pretty stone, because if it's not a pretty stone in your mind, I don't think gemstones are your thing. I just don't think it is. Green might not be your color, but I think it's very difficult to not fall in love with that green color of that Tsavorite. Welcome to the show, everybody. Happy you're with us. It's TVON. I'm Lauren Blair, and happy Wednesday. We are live from Los Angeles. Glad to have your company tonight. 2 short hours. Sell it or melt it ends. I can't tell you when. Why? Because every single day, every single Wednesday through Sunday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday night, Saturday, Sunday day, I'm standing up here gabbing for 3 hours about jewelry, showing you as many pieces as I possibly can throw on the air, dropping the price down to the lowest price ever, giving you 10% off. And that's it. It's the last time we see the items. If they go to you, fantastic. Congratulations, you scored a deal. If they don't, they get melted down. We don't get to see them again and again and again and again. They're one and done. And we're just sending out what we have here. Now, anything that is remaining at the end of this, it does get melted down, which is going to make it all the more easier and affordable to get you the new jewelry at a great value as well. So it really is a twofold sale event. It helps you now, it helps you in the future. And it really is a lot of fun, too, because we are just going through the inventory and showing you things that you don't get to see every day as well. So every day feels really new and fresh and updated. So let's take a look at this. There's our Tsavorite. It's 112-5257. And remember, what you see on the air is what you get. So if you're going, that's a pretty stone, but I'm never going to get that stone. Yes, you will. Launch your first. And that's all we can provide is one onlys, but I don't have anything else. This is it. That's the Tsavorite with the 52 points in diamonds. It's a light 1 carat center, and it's our 89 pointer, and I will blow it out. And then we're going to get to that Tanzanite. And I think it's entirely too early, and I don't care. We have waited a few minutes to show you the emerald cut Tanzanite. Is going to be coming out next. But first, the Tsavorite garnet. The brightest, most beautiful, brilliant green. They don't usually look like this. Most Tsavorites, very dark, too rich, too overly saturated. Then you lose all the bright greens. Let me try this on for you as well. It's going to stay in the yellow gold. We can size it to whatever size you need so it arrives ready to wear. That's our deal. That's our policy. We don't want you running around spending all your hard-earned money to get it sized. We'll do it for you. You're anxious to wear it? Well, when it arrives, it is ready to wear. It is not going to be $1,000. I don't know about you, but almost everything we had in the first 62 minutes of this show has been under $1,000. And some items only $299. So everything is clearly coming down. And for everybody that goes, yeah, but those are those fake gems, right? Everyone's doing that these days. Not here. No faux. No simulated, no synthetic. I say this for our new shoppers. I know some of you have been watching for a decade and shopping every day. I get that. But there's new people watching every single day as well. They're going, yeah, look at, they're doing that lab grown too. Oh, that's a man-made gem. That's made in a lab. No, that's gold plating. No, we do natural through and through. And that means you're getting the natural best of stones, VS diamonds, solid gold, or platinum. And this is how you get a really fabulous Savorite. Let's make it better than even $9.99 or $8.99. How about $8.88 to the very first caller plus your extra 10% off? And that is going to be while it lasts, and that's the big critical moment right there. That's the key. While it lasts. You do not have long to shop that big value there. And I told you my Lynx collection. I was going to go on a little scavenger hunt on Sunday, and I did. And we found anything and everything that we had in the Lynx collection. And so it all started with a little Lolo request, and that request came out to play. And then naturally, it spawned a lot of other requests. So I told you we'd bring out everything we have. I have those pieces here tonight. I have only 3 pieces in the pink diamonds, and I also have 2 pieces in the white diamonds, only 1 ring. So that's going to be a very short-lived opportunity. If you'd like our Sapphire, let me know. Let's get to that Tanzanite, because when you want to wow, you bring out the blue wing. And that is my goal, is to wow you every day, not just with the quality of the jewelry, the value. And I think right now we're doing that. The Sell It or Melt It event, I've been here 9 years. I've never seen anything like this. And this is where you want to just hop to the phone lines as quickly as you can, because now it's Tansy time. And what can I say that doesn't just show up on the air right there? It tells its story without me having to really even articulate a word. It is item number 1127644. Welcome to Wednesday. Now, remember, this is a request event too. So you can tell me, now I know a lot of you made requests, found what you needed, moved on your merry way, received it, loved it, emailed me and said, I'm obsessed. Well, if you still have yet to make your request or check on availability on your favorite idea from the inventory, please call us and let us know, because we will do our best to, obviously if it has to be here, but if it's here, we'll bring it out and discount it for you. It's really that simple. That's the phone number to call. And if it's already sold, well, then we can try to find you something that's similar, because it is a pretty big inventory, and we are walking our way through each and every day, Wednesday through Sunday. We are taking you on a tour through our entire inventory to get every piece gone. So that's what this is all about. Take a look at this. This is our Tanzanite. This is our 6 carat. It's actually a 602. It's a museum reserve. No kidding. That's something that's obvious. By looking, you can tell. It also is 39 points in diamonds, and there's something very sophisticated about leaving just a really beautiful way. You see the diamonds side by side there. Round brilliance put together like a trillion, really gives you that 3-stone appearance and look, doesn't it? But really exquisite color. Look at the reds, just so obvious. And anything you see there is only going to be stronger when you see it in person. So come on in. We'll take a look at it here on the hand as well. It's going to be better than $79.99, because that is where it's supposed to be. And I just don't think there's anything quite like an emerald cut. I can't get enough of them. I'm a big fan. I will just tout them in every gemstone as long as I can. But honestly, the emerald cuts and the blue wings, the best, most beautiful, vibrant color, the neon flashes, the reds that are coming through, there's just really, it's really tough to top. It really is. And whether it's the east-west faceting, whether it's the north to south faceting, it just gleams red in every single way. And then the consistency of that saturation through the middle. It's not just like it's darker on the outside and then, you know, lighter on the inside. That's not what Museum Reserve's all about. This is your utmost. So if you'd like to have this ring on your hand in the next day or two, couple of days, give us a day to size it, ship it out to you, couple days, you're sporting that ring. I'm going to give a disclaimer with these Tanzanites. They always say, do not operate heavy machinery. Well, I would say be very careful where you wear this, because it is a beautiful and it can be a distracting stone. These are stones you will find yourself daydreaming and lost in these stones, staring at gems like this on your hand. It is really that impressive. And I've heard so many wonderful glowing reviews about our Blue Wing Block D Tanzanites, but they really, until you experience one in person, you can read about them and see them on the air and hear about what other people are saying. Until you experience one, and I know there are great Tanzanites out there, and they're $700, $800, $900 a carat on a really good wholesale day. There are some not great Tanzanites out there, and you know what? They're still really pretty. They're still pretty. They're just really light. There's not a lot of color to them. They're pretty, but they can be thousands per carat. Here's the home of the best, truly, literally the best. And it's not going to be $79.99. We have one. It stays in white gold. All I need to know is your ring size. That is it. Take a look at it. It is going to go, and very, very quickly. All you need to do is dial. Nobody's on the phone lines yet. I get it. It's Wednesday. We are off on Monday and Tuesday, so it makes Wednesday a bit of a struggle to get everybody here. So again, this is where you guys have a huge advantage. But with that said, this is not sticking around. Because when you couple the best quality in the world with a really crazy low price tag and discount, it's gonna go. And then you're kicking yourself when you didn't dial in. Here's what I'll do. Instead of $79, $69, $59, or $49, I'm not gonna do any auctions because I got full carte blanche to discount everything that's last call on this inventory. And it's not gonna be $39.99 either. So now you just get what you can't put a price tag on anywhere else, because there is another option. And this stone is ready to go to the museum. So the gold can be melted. When we say sell or melt it, that's not the stone. The stones don't melt. So we take the stone out. Now that stone is poised to go to a museum. So next stop, museum. And if you go visit that, let's say a year from now you go visit that stone in a museum, you're not buying it. You can't buy the stuff out of museums, right? Yes, go ahead, Jason. Thank you. The Sapphirite's gone from a minute ago. Thank you so much. Enjoy that. Now, do we have a Tanzanite lover out there? What if we take the price down and we save you 10%, which in a bigger piece is not a small little savings. You want to save more money, you go with the bigger pieces. You go with the wows. You go with the museum reserves. And I will make this even better than $3,500. You can't put a price on museum reserves. But it just happens to be on Sell It or Melt It, so it's my job and obligation to actually bring it lower in cost than ever before. And so you don't have to pay $35 or $34 or $33 or $32 or $31 or $3,000. I'm blowing it out. And listen, this one, I can't pay what you guys pay on the air. I can't. I pay a higher price. I host this show. I pay a higher price than you do. This is not going to last. If it did, it's going to the Hollywood Hills with me tonight. I don't have one yet. Every single blue wing I've ever fallen in love with has sold. Do not leave it behind. That's what we should all be realizing. That reality is upon us here. We are almost sold out of everything in museum reserves. And that's only come out to play because all the other material's gone. And you still wanted them. You were still demanding them. So here it is, ready to go. Not going to be $3,099. Let's make it even better. Let's get it even lower. Let's go to $29.99. That way you save $300 extra. And we'll be down to $26.99 on that museum reserve only. So that's going to be a good way to get your Tanzanite. We'll give it 30 seconds and then we'll be on our way. But that is awfully important. And we're under $450 a carat. Nobody does that. Not on a blue wing, not on a black D, not on a regular black C. That's all that's coming out of the ground from here on out. There is the way you get your fabulous stone. Right here, right now. And it's only going to be for one caller. So we got 10 seconds remaining and we got a lot of busy phone lines. Lighten up. So don't think that's going to stick around. Questions? Anybody? Requests? Anybody? So here's what I'm going to do. We've got white gold only. That's it. We've got white gold and we're waiting to see who's going to walk away with that beauty. I'm going to try it on again because this one's seeing it from a distance. Remember, there's a little slightly lower light when I try it on, meaning just where the hand is and where the angle is on that camera, it's a slightly lower light. And now look at that stone. That's still not quite what you're going to see in person. You'll see even more color, but gives you definitely a better idea of what that's going to look like when you see it and you open that box. And in high anticipation, no doubt. And, you know, I've had so many people say, well, I was planning on gifting it to somebody, but then I opened up the box and it was over. Game over, kept that thing, couldn't stand the thought of having that in anybody else's possession but my own. So now you know how I feel every time I put one up on the air. It really is. I'm excited for you to get them, but at these values, do not leave them behind. We have a round a little bit later, which is going to be a 5 carat 17. So we do have a 5 carat 17 round, which we can show you, and it has a lot of diamond weight actually. So it's a stone that's not that much different in the carat weight, and it's even got about a carat more in diamonds to go around it. So a round and an emerald cut in one show, can't ask for much more than that. We have a big yellow diamond though. I have a carat and a half. So you know, I had somebody asking about the carat 70 the other day, and I knew the customer, and she said, you know, I'm a little, you know, whatever at you. I'm a little upset at you. I was going to say another word, but she goes, you never showed the 170. I said, yeah, but it's a pear shape, and I know that's not what you're looking for. And she goes, oh, you're right. So I do have a carat and a half in an oval that ends up looking like a 2, 2.5. So from my gals out there who've been looking for a bigger yellow diamond, knowing that there are very few left, this is the one that's going to take you well over a carat. It's actually a carat 51, but it's going to give you a bigger look. And because it's an oval, ovals do that really well. So when you see this here and when you see it on the hand, it's going to look like a 2-carater, which would be in a whole different price range. When you get a 2-carat, they're more like 15 grand. So let's talk about 1127022 and see if there's anybody out there maybe tonight that's looking for a little upgrade to a yellow diamond. We show you a few of the 1 carats, although they are few and far between at this point. Now we're getting into that carat 51 oval. I love the triple split shank on the sides, big double halo there, and I mean big, because both rows have really big individual diamond round brilliance side by side, then a little outer halo that's done in a beadwork of gold as well. That's awfully nice, isn't it? A little more extra design. It actually kind of just mimics what diamonds do when you see that extra bit of that gold rotating around like this. Isn't that great? And then you have this hourglass shape on the sides, cinches in, then flares out towards that double or triple halo, just depending on how you look at it. And then this is what it looks like on the hand. So it is large. She's a big gal. I mean, look at that. That's a big ring. If I can make a ring look big, it's a big ring, because that's a really good look. And look what you're getting. 301. Total weight in diamonds. 301. As is, a little bit of two-tone, mostly white gold. You've just got the yellow gold setting that center. Just so the prongs and basket disappears. What's up, Tim? Oh, wait a minute. The bangle was, oh, is it sold out for good? Well done, everybody. Great job on those freshwater bangles. I just got word those sold out. So thank you, everybody, on those freshwater. How could they not? I mean, they were $2.99 for an 18-karat gold and pearl bangle. But well done. They're sold out. Done for good. All right. So congrats on those. Here's our carat 51. Carat and a half in diamonds. Do holler at me if you're digging it, because this is going to be that one that's going to go very quickly, because a carat and a half, I've had a carat and a half diamond recently on this show, in this event. That carat and a half diamond was $9,500. It was $94.99 plus your additional 10% off. So not bad. But here's that same size, but it's looking like a 2-carat. And when I have 2-carat, they tend to be 15,000 and more. So now we're taking what looks like a $15,000 ring, should actually be a $9,500 ring, best case scenario, and we're dropping it from there. So now is not when you want to wait. Now is when you need to get on the phone lines and make it yours, because there is no way this is sticking around at this price. I've never had a carat and a half price this way. This is really important. This is a really big mounting around it. You get as much diamond weight around it as you are in the center. But of course, we know how this works. Diamonds in bigger sizes go for more money. They are more rare. Let's make this outstanding piece an outstanding value and take it lower than 9, then 8, then 7, then 6. And I'm taking it lower than $5,000 and making it $49.99. But then there's another $500 off that price. So $44.99 is your price tag to one caller who will get it. And we're going to try it on one more time as well, so you can see what a beautiful, larger overall ring this is, what kind of beauty it provides. That yellow diamond is spot on color, because that is the one you're getting. You're not going to get a version of. You're not going to get a stone that kind of maybe looks like it. That is the yellow diamond you're getting. So if you like that color, you're going to love this yellow diamond, because it's looking like sunshine and glitter. Brilliant cut oval, sunshine yellow color, bright as can be, gorgeous cutting. That's not like any other oval, by the way. Oval may be the outside shape, but there's a lot of standard ovals out there in the diamond world, and this is the brilliant oval. Very, very different in its end result in what it's going to provide you as far as the brilliance. So $44.99 for that ring, and oh my goodness, $301 in diamond weight overall. That is a looker. So that one's going to be $44.99. Had to show it to you because I know there's been a few of you looking for a bigger yellow and not maybe wanting to go with that huge upgrade, because it's true, every time diamonds hit those thresholds, what we call the magic sizes, like a carat and a half or 2 carats, or then 2 1/4, 2 1/2, 3, it goes way up. It has like a turbo boost of a price. So that's the difference here, is that you've got, well, the carat and a half is there. It's actually up and over that threshold, and it's still this really teeny tiny little baby price. So $44.99 on that one. Let's get to, I know we're all loving the affordable tonight, so we have plenty of that to go around. I have the prettiest color change diaspora. I do have a Paraiba. I've actually got a couple. So let's go on a little Paraiba parade here. I'm going to start with the bigger. Then we're going to go to the smaller and bring them both to a super affordable level. Look at this ring. And it's that bright minty green. Copper bearing, yes. Copper and manganese, which gives it that neon brightness that we're seeing. Then you have the beauty of having this wider band. Lots of detail. We see the two-tone gold, 1125185. is your item number, and that is lovely, is it not? The white gold throughout the body of the ring, the yellow gold kind of topping it here, bordering it with the rope texture side to side. Then that's a 72-point neon green Paraiba. So it's really close to a carat, 70 points in diamonds as well. And there's only one stays in the two-tone. Now, if you want more blue-green, it's coming up in a same, I would say, similar open work band. This is what's coming up. There's the difference. This is coming up. It's all going to be consecutively. And I have yellow gold in the smaller band. Woo, look at that. So we have yellow and white gold available on the next round, but this is going to be our 72 pointer, and let's send it out. First caller gets it. It stays as is, meaning two-tone. So that perfect complement to your entire wardrobe from all your white metals. There are varying ones to your yellow gold as well. This brings it all together, works with everything. But come on in, everybody. Welcome to Wednesday. We've only got an hour and 40 minutes remaining in the show, so definitely want to hear from you. I have not had a request yet, which is highly, highly unusual. Usually the show starts, usually the requests start coming in a couple hours before the show, and they go usually till an hour after the show. So it's like usually about 6 hours straight of requests. Haven't had any yet tonight, so let me know if you have one in particular we can find for you. We'll be happy to do that. But let's take a look at this Paraiba on the hand, because it is a wider ring, which shouldn't it mean more money? When there's a nice wide band and it's all littered in diamonds and you've got lots of gold detailing like your rope border top and bottom, and it ain't gonna be $16,999 any longer. We're taking it even lower. There's a great look because it is wider. Also looks beautiful on the index finger, middle finger. Anywhere you want to wear it, I would say outside of the pinky or the thumb, you're good to go. And that's not going to be $69.99. So now we're talking about a really affordable Paraiba. Okay, and maybe a better price than $16,999 or $69, or even half of that, $3,500. Now we're talking. Now we're talking about who's making these prices and who's selling or melting it, because now we have no option. I don't think anything's going to be melted from this show. The values have been really dialed up, and that's because as we get marching towards the end of our inventory, I mean, we're getting there, guys. We've been doing this for 2 weeks and a day. No, 2 weeks and 3 days if you count, the days we're off. So there's been a lot of the inventory sold through. We don't have much more to go, because when there's no more inventory, when those boxes behind me are clear, there's nothing else to show you. We will start with that any melted down gold. That's how we're going to make the new, so that we can continue to provide the values that are why you're here in the first place, is for the values, for the great quality you love and the values. And this is not 69, 59, 49, 39. Do I need to move jewelry? Yes. So let's do this. I'm going to make this better than even $2,099. Better yet, let's even go less than $2,000 bucks. $19.99. I know it's Paraiba and it should never go that low. Nothing's going to stop me. We're going to get everything at home and we'll worry about the rest later. This is where, again, with values this good, they cannot stay here. It's not 19, not 18, not 17.99. We're going even lower. That is still Paraiba. The blue green is coming up next. We're going to do that for $17.77 first caller, and then it'll actually be even less, like $15.99. So for under $1,600, you're getting a light 1 carat Paraiba in a beautiful neon mint green. You're getting all of those exceptional diamonds. They're bigger diamonds too throughout this ring, and the white and the yellow gold, and a lot of it. So make no mistake, it may have some open work to it, but that is a wide ring all the way around, but built for comfort, built with that in mind, making a wider ring, but still making sure it's going to be comfortable to wear on the hand, because otherwise no point in making it at all. And then we're going to follow it up with the blue-green option you have as well, which is right here in yellow or white, and it's going to be one only in the white gold and one only in the yellow gold, and I hope you're going to get on the phone lines early for this one, because Paraibas don't go with this price tag. I've been offering Paraibas since late 2004. That's 21 years on the air. I was the first one to bring them to the television airwaves in loose stones, and it was very exciting. And you know what? That excitement still, I feel like we tap into that excitement every time I say the word Paraiba, because it is still more exclusive than ever. And at that time, 21 short years ago, we had no idea how limited this would be as far as natural production from the earth. Now they're doing all kinds of funky stuff. They're trying to replicate it in labs. I mean, what's not being replicated in a lab? And this is where you're getting the real deal. And this is a beautiful blue-green, the traditional signature color. And in all my years, I've not had anything this affordable set in gold with diamonds. It's not a loose stone. That's back in the day. I sold more loose stones every week than I sold finished jewelry for the first 10 years of my career. It was all about loose gem collecting. Everybody was collecting loose gems. Now it's more about finished jewelry, the fine, the detail, the wearing your collectibles, taking them with you, having like your collection portable. So here it is, and item number 112-2496. I don't think this one's gonna last. But again, I could be wrong. So you let me know. And the thing is this, it's a 12-pointer, but it's Paraiba. It's the rarest tourmaline. It's one of the rarest gems overall. It is white or yellow gold with the bright neon blue green you see there. Operators will need to know what color you want because what you see is what you get. The diamond weight is still over half carat, 53 points. And now we need to know who wants the white or the yellow. And it should be $29.99. Here's the problem. I just had a 72-pointer that I did for much less. So it's going to basically be this domino effect of discounts. Got to keep on bringing it down. And you know what this is going to end up being? It's still a wide band. Let me show you the cutout details, the way it looks on. Borders of diamonds. I mean, you are getting over a half carat, so it's really impressive there. I know the white gold, if I have, if the last 20-some years don't tell me anything about Paraiba, I think the white gold's going to go very quickly. You can see it's not a small, diminutive little band. It's got a nice width to it, beautifully done, and it's not going to be 29 or 19. 199, and that is a really, you know, it tends to be the blue greens get all the status, right? They do. They are beloved. The blue greens are the signature color. It's the color people know and love and usually immediately give us that Paraiba impression. And yet this is not even going to be $1,500. Are you thinking about the white or the yellow? All right, so we've already got one call. I'm not sure which gold color they're into, but they're thinking about the Paraiba already. It is not a time to wait because you just, it's like, whatever you expect to see, because you guys know jewelry. You're the savviest shoppers on earth. You know jewelry inside out. You know what value is all about. You know when something's a value. You know when something's not a value. This is where this event is really where it's really exceeding your expectation. It's going whatever you thought was a great value, we take you far lower than that to make sure that you've got, and by the way, whatever price is on the air, you take an additional 10% off. That cannot be stressed enough. That's hugely important. So take advantage of it. Which one do you like there, Tim? White gold's already gone. Well, don't even do 15, 14, 13, 12, or 11. The white gold is spoken for. We have yellow gold remaining. It is not going to be $10.99. This is not something you see. I'd be wiser to melt it down. Keep the stones, diamonds and Paraiba included, and just melt that thing. I'm not doing that. We're going to make it $999, plus it's really $8.99, and that white gold is gone. So now we're looking at the yellow gold. I'll try that on as well. Here's your close-up look at the yellow. One there as well. $8.99 and change to get a solid gold ring. Diamonds covering top and bottom and then scattered throughout the band. Also your halo around the stone to really show that off. It's $8.99. Yes, this is real life. This is that pinch me moment. This is something that should never be happening. And that gold band, if we took everything out of it, that gold is worth far more than $9.99. You know it and I know it. That's the way of the world. I can't fight the gold pricing no matter what TVON does, no matter who leads in values. Nobody's going to be able to do a gold band by itself like that for $9.99. It's really $8.99, but it's covered in diamonds and a Paraiba in the middle. So that's the one to get a hold of. Yellow gold's all we have left. Let me know who's got it, and that will be that at $8.99. So this is, I think Jason's verifying on the yellow. We'll see if he's got it. Here it is again up close. Thank you so much. And that's going to be our last look at our Paraibas. So we still have the 72-point pair if you want to go there. White gold sold, yellow gold verifying, and then shall we get to our little sea lion? He's so cute. We also have a golden pearl, a big emerald, a white diamond, GA certified that is over a carat and VS. And then we've got, shall we do my last call on my Lynx collection, or do you want to see my very, very cool quatrefoil design that is princess cut and rounds together? Look at this. Oh my stars. And that's exactly what it feels like. It feels like you somehow captured a star, brought it down from the sky, and suddenly have, the brightness of the stars, some brilliance of the sun, and just all in one in diamonds and wearable. Oh, this is a beautiful do not miss piece. And I am proud because, again, the designer version I've worn for years in a ring is not as good a quality in diamonds as this one is. Because leave it to TVON to bring you a better than designer retail, better than designer wholesale. Here's item number, and we have white gold only. What a thrill. Item number is 111-6667. We had the ring is now gone. We have the pendant only. Actually we had earrings too. They're all gone. Just the pendant remains. We combine 44 points of invisibly set princess cuts there in the middle. And then you have 42 points in the round brilliance. They're on the outside and a double row in the bail to make that bail a little wider. It's got great finishing. I do want to show you the length. So we always, I'm going to just give you a measure here. So it's going to be 1 inch top to bottom, right there, 1 inch. And then we'll show it to you on the neckline as well. So you can see what that's all about. The shape is recognizable instantaneously. Anybody who follows designer jewelry knows that style, knows that shape. There is a beauty to the fact that the princess cuts are actually set recessed, that just means lower, than the outside border of the rounds. They're a little bit elevated, so you get this really cool, just again, like a texture to it. Let's go back up close, and I'm going to show you also a couple things here, finishing on the inside, as well as just the spectacular diamonds. So that's your finishing. And here's the front, and if you're lucky enough to have the ring or the earrings, oh, complete the set with the pendant. It'd be also great for gifting because it looks very, very status. It's done with the best diamonds in the world. I'm just going to show you this way so it can be, I just want to make sure we're really, really up close to it so you can see the quality. And my favorite thing about invisibly set princess cuts is actually this. The way that it's going to have this beautiful flash over the surface of the princess cuts, that. Do you see how each stone does that? There's like a mirror-like finish off the reflection. That is not a special trick of the camera. That's what it looks like. That's what it does. That's what happens as you're wearing it. Talk about sparkle and scintillation and shine. This gives it to you in spades. And what we're going to do is bring you an incredible value. It's last call on this pendant, and I know that the diamonds tend to pick up some glare here, so I just want to show you here from all the angles. They are white bright diamonds. It is invisible setting here throughout the midpoint of the piece, and then you've got all of the rounds set around it, and I'm not sure if this is going to balance on its own, so it is a major balancing act, but it won't, so I'll just help it out. And here's what I'll do right now. If you'd like this one, lowest price it'll ever be, or ever has been. And it's 86 points in total, white gold only. That's it, 14 karat. And again, we used to do this for $29.99 way back. Now we get to do it for so much less. Come on in, a great gifting idea because it is diamonds. It looks like status, and then some more status. It's a big enough piece, but not oversized. It's great to wear every day. You're going to add your own chain, so that's going to be a diamonds by the yard or a more simple chain, whatever you want it to be. But it's also better than $19.99, and this does not happen. This is, where do we all flock? Where do we all go when we see discounts like this, and what do we want the most of? Diamonds. Our TVON VS diamonds. We can't get enough. And here they are. And it's not going to be 19, 18, 17. How low should I go? 16, 15, 14, let's go even lower. And this is a lot of gold, but it's the setting, it's the workmanship. You know, there was only one time we did this, and it wasn't made again and again and again and again, despite a lot of requests, and that was simply because of the labor. It was too involved. That's all invisibly setting. It's one of the most challenging things you can do in jewelry design and jewelry setting, and it's not $14 or $13.99. I'm blowing it out. It is $12.99, and that'll come down to $11.69, and change at checkout if you'd like to get it. $11.69 only, first caller, and that's white gold. That's it. Simple, no sizing needed even, so that can be in a box and on a truck or a plane to you tomorrow. And then we've got the Lynx collection coming up at the top of next hour. 7 o'clock is when I'll bring out that round Tanzanite, which may even be a better value. It's about the same size as the emerald cut we saw earlier, but far more diamonds, and a equally fancy cut in the round. All right, that I'm keeping. I think we still have, did anybody take the Paraiba in the yellow gold, by the way? Anybody? Okay, I'm thinking we might have that Paraiba in the yellow gold still hanging out here. That diamond piece is here. Now let me show you, let's get to this really cool necklace. One more time on the necklaces here, or rather pendants. This is going to be, again, provide your own chain. It's a heart-shaped ruby, and oh my goodness, for Mother's Day. Oh wow. Ruby lovers, also July, not too far away. You think about July's birthstone being that ruby in the center, but this ruby is a heart shape. set in this. Yes, it's not going to be for everybody. I realize that. It's a longer, it's a more dramatic piece. It's got a lot of style to it. These spike designs are always beloved by our most fashionable set of gals. The spike earrings we do, the icicle looks we do, those different looks tend to be so popular here. And welcome in. It's the bottom of the hour, so we're at the halfway point of the show already. We have about 87 minutes left to go through, and that's it. And we're just trying to get through as much inventory as we can. We are inviting your requests. We are seeing all new pieces. So if you're thinking, oh, sell it or melt it again, it's all pieces you haven't seen. If you've watched every last minute of this event since it kicked off a couple of Saturdays ago, you have not seen any of these items here tonight. This is what going through all of the inventory, it is like as you tune in, and I hope you do every 3 hours of this event, because every time you do, it's like you're walking through the vaults, but getting full presentations on everything, getting to know everything, pieces that I have not seen, pieces you have not seen. So we're getting new looks at new jewelry every time you tune in. And that's the beauty of it. Then if you fall in love with something, it's a lower price than it ever can be, and it's lower than we could even manufacture it for. So this is the time to be shopping. Take a look at this. This is a value in a ruby pendant designer 2-inch piece. It's 112 3736, and that is a heart-shaped ruby. Out of Burma. I know our rubies were very popular over the weekend, and now we're taking a look at our 95-point heart shape with a lot of diamonds. Start a little bigger, get a little smaller on their way from top to bottom. Honestly, you can make it any which way you want, but I think with the heart shape facing up this way, this is probably the top. This is probably the bottom. But you can decide. There are bails the entire length. So maybe you want to put your chain through the midpoint, through the ruby area. You can do that if you want for a different look. But it's in white gold. It's 18K. It's going to have 43 points in diamonds. I'll show it to you from a distance because it's actually over 2 inches. So let's see how that looks on the hand. And then I know it's going to be a little much for some people out there, but if you like a little more dramatic piece with a little edge to it, this is the way I would go. And there it is. 2 1/8. Spot on. Use any of the bails you want. There's bails all the way down. And we're going to make it really affordable. I mean, it's a designer piece, no question about it. And all trimmed in the mirror finishing of the white gold, kind of borders this lengthier design that we have. Let's take another look at it close up, give you a huge value, and I mean big time. I think we just might need to, let's take everything even lower than it's supposed to go. We're at that point of the night where we still have to pay for airtime. So, you know, the beauty of this is we get to go through our inventory, sell it or melt it, but, you know, there's still a bill to, you know, broadcast on TV, assuming we are, I don't know. But, you know, there's, you know, money to keep the lights on and, you know, get the thing up and running on TV nationwide. So we still have to move some jewelry. So as much as we want to, you know, obviously have something left over to melt, there's that point of paying the bills too. So we want to move some jewelry tonight. So what I'm going to do here with only about 85 minutes left is crank up these values. It just means smaller prices to you. I'm going to really rock your world here as a thank you for being here. Not everybody is tonight. We're just thankful to have you here, and we're going to find something you love. It happens to be a ruby piece in a heart shape, maybe for Mom's Day coming up, or that just looks like something you love and you don't already have. Here you go, the price you cannot pass up, because that $39.99 should be. I like to let you know what it's supposed to be and how much you have to save. But now we're going to take it even lower and not even ask for $39 or even half that at $19. Let's go even lower for you. It's not $1,900 or $1,500. It is a lot of gold. There's a really, really stunning way you're getting that gold, the drama, the big diamonds. Notice their shared prong setting for those round brilliants, so they really make an impact. And we will get this down to only $1,004. You know what? Skip 14. Let's go $13.99. Then you take your additional 10%, and we will find a way to get that heart shape a home. And then let me know what you'd like to see, because we've got unheated Tanzanite. I've got that big white diamond. Maybe we need a little wheel, a little drop in price on a whole bunch of one-of-a-kinds, and I'll just put them all up there for you. We can do that as well. And anything else you want us to go find and fetch from the vault, we'll be happy to do that also. So again, you can tell me and we'll bring it out. But there are still some really fabulous pieces from earlier in the show that you can call on as well. I hope you will. Check on that Tanzanite, the blue sapphire, the pink sapphire. Let me put a little wheel together for you on some serious closeouts. I mean, it doesn't get any more closeout-ish than a sell it or melt it, right? That's what this sale is about. But let me give you 4 options of different rings, entirely different. Remember, they're all going to be as they are. So I think we've been very pendant and earring heavy tonight. Let me show you some rings here and do it quickly. So we're going to start with this wider band in rose gold. That is a Royal Zambaran garnet. It's in an Asher cut. Then we also have, we're going to stick with some more width in the gold here, go with the heavier bands. Rose gold and Zambaran. How about that? You would never guess what that is because a lot of people would say, oh, I know, I got it. It's a sapphire. Wrong. I know, it's really neon. It's probably it's a Paraiba. That's a compliment, but no, that's not correct either. It's not a Paraiba. It's not an emerald. It's not a sapphire. It's not a Marilani mint garnet. It is actually a corner rupine. And Sapphire's rare, and Marilani Mint's rare, and Paraiba's rare, and Green Diamond is rare, and all those are rare. But you know what? Nothing is as rare as corner rupine out of that assortment. So we have that. And then we have, oh yeah, a yellow sapphire in the signature mounting. And that's a fabulous yellow sapphire. And get this, it's unheated. And then we have an opal and platinum. So what is it that is catching your eye? Or better yet, if you can't decide, just take all four and just claim all four because there is no way they stick around. And here's the dilemma I'm having. We got a few people out there who are going, yep, give me the value. I'm used to these values. And isn't that the truth? We get so jaded to these values because you're first of all, you're TVON viewers. So you're used to values any and every day. You're used to being, under cost and, lower than wholesale and all that great stuff. But then we start watching this event tick by for 2 weeks and we're getting used to even more incredible value. So it takes a lot to really make an impression. Here's what I'm going to do. We're going to take these $9.99 pieces. Great deal. No doubt. Great deal. $9.99. Take them down an extra $100. We're going to make them even more affordable than that for you. They're going to be a lot less than $9.99. And you get them if you're first to call in and say, I like it. I like it the way it is. Give me this size. Give me this value. Take 10% extra off as well. But it's not even going to be $9.99. So anyone you want. Zambaran corner rupine. If you're going rare, you're probably going the corner rupine. If you're going with garnet because you love just, really well known, but you want to go to that rare side of the garnet family, the Zambaran's a great way to go. It's that color shifting stone that goes from pink to red to purple to blue. Every time you just wear it. You don't have to do a lot. You just walk from one room to the next, and one day you look down, it's more red, and then the next moment you look down, it's more purple. And then sometimes you look down, it's all blue. It's a really cool stone, and we got the really fancy cut. Then we've got the opal set in platinum. That's an Australian lightning rich black opal, set in platinum, and then the yellow sapphire, which is only that upper range of sapphire rarity because it's unheated, untreated. So there's a lot of good ways to go. They've all got diamonds. We didn't skimp on the diamonds here, and we're going to make them really affordable right now. Happy Wednesday, everybody. So thankful you're with us tonight. Happy Wednesday. We've got only an hour and 20 minutes. We are ready to move some jewelry and quite frankly need to. So instead of $9.99, $8.99, $7.99, I don't know, it's an extra 10% off. They are as they are. So we have rose and yellow and platinum and yellow. So again, rose and yellow, platinum and yellow. You got to like them the way they are, but they were supposed to be $9.99 with 10% off, and now they're not. And now they're not even going to be $7.99 or $7.77. Take whichever one you like. They are as they are, and we will move them on out of here for $699 a ring, and that is $629 at checkout. Yes, the corner rupine. Well done. Who got it? That one's gone already. And let me try it on for them. It's 1773 is your item number on the corner rupine, and well done. That corner rupine is a 20-point stone. It has 20 points in diamonds as well, actually 22 points in diamonds. So 20 and 22, center to diamonds, and in yellow gold and a wide band, and that one is spoken for. Let's take a look at what's left here, and I'll go ahead and rearrange a bit just to make it all somewhat symmetrical here. So we'll let the Zambaran be the centerpiece in the back, bring that opal forward for you, and then, of course, we have our yellow sapphire that's unheated. So let me know which one you like. And there's $6.99 for 30 more seconds. Then we got to move. We got a lot more to do, and we've got only an hour and 19 minutes to do it. So got some things to do. Got some pieces to show you. And we can go really high end. We can go really affordable. We have a whole wheel of diamond pieces as well that have big diamonds. So if you like individual larger diamonds, like a 60-pointer or something in that range, we got you covered. But for $629, that's what you'd actually pay. $629 and change, take them. Take them all. Can't decide, get more than one. The only thing is they got to stay as they are in platinum, rose gold, or yellow gold. That's a 40-point yellow sapphire with 49 points in diamonds. This is our Zambaran. Our Zambaran is actually, it looks like an Escher, but it is an Escher. It says cushion, but it's an Escher. 7 points in diamonds on that one, 80 points. And then we've got the opal. That's a platinum setting with a 132 opal and 17 points in baguettes and rounds together. So 629 and change, yes. Zambaran's going out. They are loving stealing gold, don't they? They do. They say, give me the gold. I'm going to steal all the gold. All the gold is mine. So who was Jason was shopping over there with you? Oh, wonderful. We know Charmaine. She's usually online with us, right? Yeah. Enjoy. Thank you so much. All right. She couldn't resist a corner rooping, and our Zambaran is now spoken for as well. That one stays in the rose gold. 1116997 is the item number there. I didn't get any online check-ins tonight. I don't know if we have anybody watching online tonight, but I hope so. However you're watching TV, online, in studio, however. Thank you for being with us. All right. So here we go. And the yellow sapphire. Now, there's a 40-point yellow sapphire right here. That 40-point yellow sapphire is unheated, untreated, looks like a yellow diamond, really does. I mean, for the world, looks like a yellow. It's got a diamond weight of 49 points around it. Solid gold, yes. The opal's gone, and that's 6047. Let me try that on. That's platinum, the 132 opal, and the 17 points in diamond weight looks like this. So the opal is also spoken for. It leaves us with just our yellow, which, Tony, if you'd be so kind, 3302 is the item number on the yellow, and I don't think we're going to go anywhere till that's gone. I'm going to zoom in a little bit on it because obviously we just went from 4 to 1 very quickly. So let's just zoom in on this one because actually that one shows what I know. Yeah. 25 years of experience working against me. I thought that was going to be the first to go, but that's the one that remains available, and that doesn't, it's not a testament to, oh, guess it's not that good. No, it's just maybe there's not a yellow sapphire lover out there right now. But if you are, or if you just better yet like yellow diamonds, but you don't want to spend a yellow diamond price, it's still $6.99. It's our yellow sapphire. It's unheated, which really takes that up a notch in rarity, and that one is $6.99 plus your 10% off. So it'll be $6.29 as well. So there's our yellow sapphire. Then we've got a little diamond wheel coming up. Don't forget about our Tanzanite round at the top of the hour. Looking forward to that. And we have some really rare. I'm going to just show you my links collection because I got a whole bunch of requests. Over the weekend, I had one request for a little Lolo ring. It came out, and of course, well, the phone lines lit up, and I thought we had maybe gone off the air or something, because usually when the phone lines light up like that, usually means something has happened with the broadcast. It just went from manic to crazy. So it was everybody asking if we had any more of the Lynx collection, the iconic Lynx collection. So the yellow sapphires here at the moment. I told you that on Sunday I would stay late and I would go through the inventory and see if we had anything in the Lynx collection because all the rings were sold out, except we have a pink diamond version of the ring, and then I have the white diamond version of the pendant and earrings. So if you don't mind, we'll get to them really quickly. Just because I vowed this to you guys, let you know, I would tell you at the beginning, which I did. We have only this available in my Lynx collection. They're all hand signed. They are designed by me, designed many years ago. Honestly, if we made these today, the price tags would be a little out there. So I'm loving that we can bring them to you. I'm going to bring you the iconic pendant first. If you have any of the versions, the beauty of the earring and the pendant was that they were made to go with all the different versions. So whether you have, let's say, if you have the medium size ring or the large size ring or the teeny size ring, it's all going to work. So let's take a look here at our fabulous pendant. And that, of course, is the last look at the yellow sapphire, which is still here. And then here we are. There you go. Look at that. How fabulous is that? Oh, good. So we do have some folks on YouTube. Okay, a couple people. Wonderful. Hey, hi Nicole, hi Kirsten, hi Risa, hi Renee. Take a look at this. This is going to be in white gold or yellow gold. So I've got both. I'll show you both, of course. And it's going to be 1110452. And this is really, I mean, again, it's something that takes a classic, gives it a little upgrade because you've got the triple link, and I'm going to have to zoom back here, but at least you can see the profile because one of my favorite things and one of my priorities in designing it was to have the pave really go over and wrap around the sides like it does. And then here's the yellow, while I've got a moment here with the yellow. So this is the yellow gold here. This is the yellow, and instantly you get a two-tone look because the white diamond pave work, and I'm just going to hold it by both veils. There's one on each side of that top link. So this will be a smaller to larger pendant. I've got one in yellow gold only. I'm sorry in advance. I know this is going to be popular. I went ahead and I do my little signature on the top part of the bail. So you really, again, you'll never notice it, but it's just, you know, I believe in personalized touches to all those designs, and, you know, really appreciate that in my own life of shopping. So I really wanted to add that for you. Now it's 14 karat white or yellow. So you can get the all white or the yellow, and really, again, feels like yellow and white because it's two-tone because of the pave, the rhodium where the pave is. And we do have here a very, very, very special look. Now we've got 77 points in diamonds. It's going to be white or yellow gold. I only have the one in the yellow. We've got actually a couple in the white gold. So we're good on the white gold probably for the moment. But this is what you all have been asking me for. You've been looking for, you've been wanting. This is what goes with every bit. Now, it doesn't mean you have to have the ring or the earrings or anything else, but it does work if you do. If you don't, that works as well. Let's take a look at it on the hand, and then we'll go on the neckline also. So here it is from a distance away. I'm going to give you the measurement as well. And that's going to be 1 inch in the length. You will see right there. It's really wearable. It's got that curb link design, goes from smaller to larger. You put your favorite chain behind it. This is what it looks like when it's on. That's in the white gold, which again, we have a little more quantity in the white gold than we do the yellow gold. So definitely not going to last, but this is going to be our last call on this pendant. You've asked for it. We have the earrings to match. They're a little bit more. This is the most affordable way to get any of the collection because and yet it's so much diamond weight, but it is just the most affordable way to get the collection at this point. So if you like the idea of having something, the curb link is hugely popular. And so this is just a way to do that, incorporate that into your collection. While it just looks so much more, to me, a little more designer than, let's say, a diamond solitaire, but it really gives you incredible versatility. I'm gonna make this under $1,000 and we'll just go $9.99 on the yellow or the white gold, you decide. So white or yellow, totally up to you. But again, it's the yellow gold that is more limited. There's the white gold, here's the yellow. I'll put them side by side for you so you can see them here together. But that is what I promised is we'd bring out anything we had in really one of our most popular best-selling collections here, and so thrilled you'll love it. But again, if you already are fortunate to have, yes, yellow gold, never mind, that one's gone. So as soon as I got it in my left hand, tweezers there, it's gone. So only the white gold remains now, but it will be $8.99 and change at checkout. So that is very cool. And I'm so excited to do that for you. So there we go. So that's going to be a really, really good look. So $9.99, $8.99 at checkout. Okay, coming up, and I think our yellow sapphire is still here. And let's also show you the earrings to match, which are far more diamonds and far more gold, because it's essentially like getting two of these with a little more workmanship involved. Jason, is she looking for the earrings by any chance? Because I do want to give you first dibs on the yellow gold earring, which I only have one of. I have one pair in the yellow gold earring and one pair in the rose gold earring, and that is it. And they're already off the phone line, so I'm assuming new. So yellow gold we have. Did you still get the pendant? Okay, so the pendant is gone in the yellow gold. Just want to bring out the yellow gold earrings. Our yellow gold pendant gal is going to leave them for someone else. We do have one pair in the rose gold, and it's the earring drop. Starts with a hoop. And then you've got this fabulous rose gold. It's going to be ab number 1110422. There's the rose. The hoop is all mirror finished, as you can see. And then that leads into this triple curb. So you get the two mirror finished links, then the diamonds as well that are pave. And we've got your choice of just the one you see here, yellow or rose. Totally, totally up to you. So which one would you like? Call me quickly. They're not that much more, even though they used to be. I mean, this is a design I know pretty well. It's my own, and yet, well, these used to be $29.99. Then they went down to $19.99. I'm going to skip all that, go lower for you. Just let me know. We got the top of the hour about 9 minutes away. So we are ready for that round Tanzanite. Don't go anywhere. I want you to see what that round Tanzanite is all about. And I want you to pick up anything else, too, that you saw from earlier. A few pieces from our 2 hours still here. Let's get those out the door, though, and then wait to see. They have a 1.5 inch length, so they're a really good length, and that sounds scary. I always find that people think, because I think we see a lot of studs, and then they think 1.5 inches, that sounds crazy. Who would ever wear 1.5 inches? And then you realize, oh, that's actually not that long, right? I think a lot of people, we get confused because we think studs, and then we think, oh, everything's got to be a 1/2 inch like a hoop or a 3/4 inch. This is not crazy long, and obviously everyone has their own preference in jewelry. Jewelry is very personal. Jewelry, the same thing that you love and love more than anything, someone else is gonna not be able to stand. So it's kind of the fun thing about jewelry is it all has its own personality. But one of the priorities with my own line here was really making something that was different, but still classic. What really was emblematic of my own style, which, you know, has, let's face it, that's difficult to do because I have a new style every day. I mean, I'm really not ever really, I don't know if there's other people out there, but I think that's part of the fun of being a woman is that you don't have to have the same style every day. I really enjoy that. I, you know, can go with menswear suit and tie one day and then really sparkly cocktail dress the next and then something a little bit whatever. I just love that we can do that. But yet my goal and when I'm creating a line for everybody else nationwide is what's going to work for everybody. Because I really would like to have something that everyone can get behind and get excited about and maybe try that's a little step outside the box but still works, where it's a little bit of an edge. I feel like the curve gives it a little bit of an edge. The drop gives it something you may not already have too much of in diamonds. Still got my signature hoop right up top, which I love, which is a quick clicking closure for pierced ears. And then you've got that point where the diamonds really kind of branch out right there at the jawline. So you get this really beautiful look, and it's not even going to be $1,500. So we got the $3,000 earring already down $1,000. Now it's going even less than $1,500, and they're not, you can see, for 1.5 inches, we hear that length, we think scary, uh-oh, no, it's too scary. It's not here. I think when you start to have earrings down here that are getting tangled with your neckline and your scarves and your handbag and your collar, that's when I think it gets scary. I think a 1.5 inch is actually quite wearable for most of us. Let's take another look at it close up. That's the yellow gold. We have one of each color, yellow and rose. And you know what? I'll make them only $1,299. They will be $1,169. That makes them only a couple $100 more than that pendant. And this is really like having two pendants. So that's why, logically speaking, they should be at least $2,000. And they're not. Yellow gold's gone. And if anybody needs the Pink Links collection, sorry, I'm just putting my earring back on, so I got to move those yellow gold aside because they are now sold. Rose gold remaining. Kind of a fun way to get you a pink diamond pave look there, doesn't it? And that's it. And they look, I'll tell you, that it still gives you that two-tone effect of white gold with the diamond pave section. And then the rose gold, which we have the prettiest pinky rose gold. I'm not a rose gold person myself just because it blends with my skin tone, but with that said, there are good rose golds and really bad rose golds. There just are. And ours is really, really good. So even if you're not typically a rose, you have the rose gold? All right, those are sold out. Congratulations. Let me just show you the ring just in case. We got a couple minutes to play with before our audience joins us here for the most part. So let me give you the pink diamonds, which are very limited because they're actually limited in size too. I've only got 3 available and they have to stay specific to these sizes. So it's going to be a little limiting. But if you want the pink and the white diamonds, it's here. 112-0781. Is the item number. It's a carat 20. You're getting pink and white. Talk about two-tone gold. And these, actually, you know what, Jason? This ring would look great with the rose gold earrings too because it's got the rose gold through that center pink diamond link, which looks so good. Now it's 14 karat gold. You get a carat 20 in the diamonds overall. So that is the biggest diamond weight in a Lynx ring besides the Lux Lynx, which has 3 carat, which is all white diamonds, which, for the record, we were not able to find. But here we go. And it's not here, I don't think, so sold out. But here's pink and white diamonds together with the carat link carrying all the way through still. And it's going to be, let's see, 120. Okay, we have a 6.5, a 7, and a 7.5. And no, they cannot be sized because it's all custom made and it's signed on the inside and it cannot be sized. Yeah. The citrine from earlier, you got it. Thank you so much. Our citrine emerald cut from earlier sold. You know what? Let me zoom in a little bit. And this is, by the way, based on the Lolo's links, which is the medium version of the 3 originals. Okay, there was a really, really large one, a medium, and a small one, and this is the medium, but done with pink and white. You ready for him? 6.5, 7, and 7.5. I apologize. You do have to choose one of those sizes. Once that size is gone, it is done and sold out. Here we are, getting ready for a value. But I think it becomes down to even more important than the value. It's also your last call. we don't get to see this again. We don't make it again. We don't have the pink diamonds to make it again. So we literally cannot make the ring for you no matter what you have to spend. If you're saying, I'll give you 100 grand to get that, I can't do it. We cannot do it. And this has nothing to do with gold pricing. It has everything to do with the fact those are limited, pure pink, natural diamonds that are pave through the middle link. And look when it's on, all you see are diamonds. And then a little bit of the mirror finish of that side link that's going to just join. It really is perfection. And it is going to be a great way to incorporate pink diamonds into your collection, great designer style with a better than $49.99 price tag right here and now, signed on the inside. Operators, let me know if you want the 6.5, 7, or 7.5. Once those sizes are gone, it's gone. And I only have one of each. But the good news is they're all pretty similar, so if you can work one, you can probably work the other. My right hand is like a whole half size bigger than my left. So if I had to get the 7 instead of a 6.5, well, I'm moving it over to my right hand, right? Something like that. If you got the 7.5, maybe that's going to go on the middle finger or the index finger or what have you. But let's make it better than even, oh no, we can't do this, can we? $2,500, even better. The rare limited edition collection piece, pink and white together, carat 20, not $24.99. You will still take a 10% off, which is going to add up to some significant discounting, and it is not going to be 24, 23, 22, 21. Tell me which size you want of the 3 that are available. It's going to go right out to you. There's no sizing necessary. There's no gold color change possible. It can be out to you tomorrow, and then better yet, you'll have it in the next few days. So instead of $2,000, we are very busy on the phone lines. $2,099, I will not do. I will not do it. Here we go. We're ready. I think we're ready. Tell me what size you want, and I will make this even better. Here we go. Not even $2,099. Let's make it $1,999, and you get $200 off that price. $17.99. Take whatever size will work. 6.5, 7, or 7.5. Here it is on the hand. I will show you how, and maybe, and you know, it's a great mid-size ring. It works really well on middle and index fingers as well. It's a chunkier ring on the ring finger. It works beautifully here and here. So definitely one to get. $1,999, not what you pay. Which size would you like? 6.5 is already sold. 7 and 7.5 are left. And this one's the 6.5. I will say you can get away, because it's a little wider ring, you can get away with going a little larger and still have it work. So even if like you're a 6.5, get the 7. If you're a 7, you can get the 7.5 and it's going to work for you. But that is $1,999. It's really $1,799. 6.5 is gone. 7 and 7.5 only remaining. And then we've got, shall we get to our sea lion? It's the top of the hour in 15 seconds. Actually, so that means it's Tansy time. Oh. Operators, I have the matching pendant. I do. I have the pink diamond pendant and the pink diamond earrings. I sure do. I'll show them next. We might as well. Here's the pink diamond pendant. If anybody wants the pendant, oh my. The pendant with pink diamonds only. 81 points of pink diamonds. Yes. Size 7 or 7.5? 7. 7 is gone. 7.5 remains. Are you waiting on the 7.5? Gotcha. 7.5 is all that's left. One left. 7.5 only. Welcome to the show if you just tuned in. Glad you're with us. A lot of people tuning in right now. Welcome. $1,799 for that ring. 7.5 left remaining. Beautiful on the middle or index. If that works for you, ring, middle, index, it can be worn anywhere there. I have the matching pendant. We'll just go through it really quickly. I have the earrings and the pendant. So let's just show you the earrings, which have a carat in nothing but pinks. And then we'll do the pendant, okay? So all to match if you want the whole suite and set, and how sweet it is to get a set of pink diamond links, earrings, and pendant, and ring. We still have the 7.5 left in the ring. One left on the ring. Never see it again, okay? Now we have the earrings, which there's only one option. They are signed on the inside of the interior, the back of the hoop. You can see there. Each one is signed. Here is the pink diamond earring version. Then I have the pendant. We'll do that right next. But this is going to be 111's 2620. Yes. Oh, thank you. Love that piece. Okay, so now, and don't forget the ring, 7.5 only remaining. If you'd like the earrings are 2620. They have a carat of 6. Now note, these are only pink diamonds. You're getting over a half carat, more like 53 points in each earring. All in solid, perfect pinks, paved, matched, and might I add saturated, because I'm a pink girl. I love pink. I'm obsessed. I love the idea of pink diamonds, but I'm not a fan of pink diamonds if they don't look like pink diamonds. That's my rule. Sounds silly, doesn't it? But I will not work with or set, or especially, my gosh, you see these, my name is literally on these earrings, as it was the ring, as it will be on the pendant that's to follow. Welcome to the show, by the way. If you just tuned in, glad you're with us tonight. Happy Wednesday. We have 57 minutes left in our show. Seller Melt It Wednesday, all new pieces you have not seen. You all are the ones that asked, begged, pleaded, said please bring out anything in the links collection you have. Sell it or melt it, price it, and get it to me. So here we are with the pink links. The ring is almost sold out. The earrings are now, and the earrings are 1.5 inches. They're the same design. We just saw the sellout on the white diamond earrings, didn't we? We just saw them sell out. We saw the white and the rose go, or rather the yellow and the rose. So now we have the white and the rose only, because this is the pink diamond version. So it's a little higher end because pink diamonds are exotic. But if I was going to do pink diamonds in my own collection with my name on it, it had to be really spot on, perfect pinks. I was not going to use lighter ones that you could not really read the color even from a distance. So that's why there are so few. There are, okay, so there are only 2 pairs. This is last call. And again, you never get to see them again. That's the bigger issue. It's less about the discount. We all love a discount, don't get me wrong, but it's the fact that there is no next time. There is no other chance. There is no second. This is because, not just because, oh, it'll be more money. Who cares? A lot of people know what pink diamonds are worth and know we bring you a value day in and day out. What this is about is our inability to bring the quality pink diamonds that I'm going to approve to work with. So this is what I'll do. I'll make the earrings from $59.99 all the way on down to $19.99. Same thing's going to happen. You're going to get the 10% off, which is $200 extra off, and you're going to get, how fabulous, the earring. I hope you get the whole set. And we've got the pendant to come, which is going to be the most affordable way to go about it. I'm going to show these to you. They are a snap bar closure, so hinged at the base of the hoop. They open up like so. There's a straight post, so you've got plenty of opening there. Easy to put on. Click them closed. They are secure and locked. 1.5 inches, and I'll try one on. Yes. Yes, of course I will. You know I always do. I'm not going to leave you hanging. Who was it? Did she get the ring? She got the ring. She's thinking about the earrings. Let's show what they look like on really quickly here. I'm not sure who it was, but I have the ring on here, so you can see the matching. I know from a distance away, and this is not lit very well, but the point is to show you from a distance the look, the measurement, the length, the movement, all of that. But also there's the ring to match. So the ring we still have in size 7.5. The earrings are just one length of 1.5 inches. They were $6,000. Now they're $17.99. And that's what they look like. So there's the ring to match, still one left there, same price for the ring as the earrings, and then you get them for $17.99. We'll show the pendant next. Back to the wheel we'll go, and then we'll show you the pendant that goes with it. This is the same build as the earrings we had in the white diamonds a moment ago, but they sold out. So maybe this is the way you upgrade. Get the pink diamonds instead. I mean, the white diamond version is completely sold out as of a few moments ago. So now we have the pink diamond version, and then let me go ahead and bring out the pendant, which will be even more affordable, but also very limited. So let me know, Tim, if you'd like one pair, because we have only 2 to go around. Still one left in the ring. One pair is gone. So we have 1 pair left in the earrings, and they might be sold. Then we'll go to the pendant, which, oh, lucky us, we have 3. So a little bit more quantity on the pendant, but not much. So that's going to be 1112621 is coming up. And the last call, I think Jason's getting the last pair of earrings perhaps. So it looks like indeed those will be sold out. Then we'll get to the pendant. Yep, this is what everyone's been waiting for, I guess. So still 1 ring left. If you want the 7.5, cannot be sized. But here we go with the pendant. And the pendant is going to be the most affordable way, yes. It's coming up, actually. It was our top of the hour. We just got carried away with the links collection. Wanted to wrap this up. But it is coming up. The 517 round is on the way. Here we go. This is the pendant, and then we'll have our Tanzanite. Everyone's already asking on the Tanzanite. This is 2621. Now, this is going to have still a lot. Pink diamonds at 81 points here. Pave. along the beautiful lines and all the way wrapping around the sides. I think we still have one pair of the earrings left. I think, but not for long. Jason, you did not get the earrings yet? All right, he's waiting on the pendant. Only 3 to go around on the pendant. They're going to follow suit. Everything will sell out. This is the most affordable way to get the Lynx collection. It is signed right up top on the bail. I know it's harder to see, but there you can see right to the right of the tweezers there. So hand signed for you above with the hallmark of 14K. Rose and white stays in that color combo there, and we're going to make the pendant even less. How about $14.99 for the pendant, and maybe the most versatile way to get your pink diamonds, because don't need to worry about much of anything, right? How big a size it is. We all have a lot of real estate on the neckline. Some people like big rings and some people like small rings. Some people like big earrings, some people like small earrings. But I think with a pendant, this is not oversized. It's 1 inch in drop. I'll show you that from the hand and then on the neckline. But that's what it looks like here. I have got a mess of a wheel here. I've got this beautiful piece here, and then we'll take it on over the neckline for you. But that's the same. We saw this a minute ago with the white diamonds. Let's take it to the neckline here and show you that way. It's just so pretty to see the pinks, and they do show up because, again, that's a testament back to, again, that quality story. The quality of the pinks, it just wasn't good enough that they were just pinks. They had to be a really saturated high level of pinks. And remember, pinks don't get into like hot pink colors. They're going to be a pastel. We just love the fact that there are certain colors that just give you a little more wow than others. This is it. Back to the wheel we'll go here and show you what this looks like up close. $14.99, by the way. You get another $150 off, so it'll be $13.49 to get your pink diamond pendant. So that's it for the Lynx collection. The 517 is next. I know that this is the one we've been waiting for as our top of the hour. We are in the last hour of our Wednesday night. We're back to do this again Thursday and Friday. Remember, we have 3 evening shows a week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 5 to 8. 2 weekend shows there in the morning hours on the West Coast, 10 to 1. That's 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Pacific. All right, so $13.49 on the pendant, and that'll do it for our Lynx collection. And now here it is. Well, we have been waiting on this one. Flashed it in hour number 1. Told you it was coming up at the kickoff. Oh my goodness, yeah. I think we know why. Why did this make such an impression? Why did one little glance get people sticking around for a couple hours just to see and hear more about it? Well, that Tanzanite Museum Reserve tells the story, yes. Oh, the Kyoto 7s are gone. All right, Kyoto 7s are gone from earlier. Those were those diamond earrings and platinum. Thank you so much on those. And then questions on any of the pink links, check with their operators. Sounds like we have an earring and a pendant left for you. Here we go. It's amazing. It's really amazing. I am just thrilled, doesn't even begin to cover it. It is truly one of my deepest honors of being 25 years in now. It's a 25-year celebration almost here coming up in a few months. 25 years of being the face of fine jewelry on TV, and I've got to say, this is just, it never gets old. Okay, the job does sometimes, I'll be honest. I mean, I'm honest. The job sometimes, but the Tanzanites, the Blue Wing Block Ds never get old. They never get old. They just don't. And now we're into the museum reserve territory. I mean, one thing I am is honest, right? I mean, that's just authentic and honest. What can I say? 112-7394 is now. This is the one that I gave it just a preview. You know why? It was because we had a 6-carat emerald cut, and I wanted to show you just so that you knew what was coming. I wanted to make sure you knew what was like in the pipeline here. So the round is now. It's our 517, which tends to be a very popular requested size. It is the most electrifying museum reserve, out and out, gorgeous neon round. 517, and it's got diamond weight. Now, that's maybe where the emerald cut didn't suit everybody. The emerald cut that I had earlier had, what, 40 points of diamonds or so? This is a carat 36 of stunning, round brilliant, VS white diamonds. Now we're talking. We're talking about serious value, serious quality, and already some of you are ready to go. That should surprise nobody looking at that stone. Now remember, for those of you that just tuned in for the top of the hour, you need to recognize that a lot of people did see this. They've been waiting for this to arrive. So this is not going to be one we have a lot of time with. Go ahead. Gotcha. So the 602 is going to come back, and this one is, okay, verifying. Well, let's do this. Let me put them both up together. I'm going to give you a choice of. I'm going to give you a choice. They're doing exactly what I just said. They're like, I'm going to give the emerald cut, which is a 6-carat. Now, this one's going to look bigger, and it is bigger, but There you see the emerald cut. This is a perfect testament to what I'm always harping on. I'm always telling everybody that different cuts have different personalities. I think the cut of a stone, stones always have their inherent color based on what stone it is, right? Tanzanites are purple blues, and amethysts are purple, and rubies are red, and stones traditionally have a color to them, right? We identify them by their color usually. But then it's like the cut, in the same way that as a human you might have brown hair or blonde hair or red hair or black hair, and that might be your hair color. But just because you're a blonde does not mean you have the same personality as another blonde, as another blonde as another blonde. I look at cuts as the personality of the stone. And they can take, that's what I want to prove here to you all, is that a cut can even take that same color of a stone. These are both museum reserve, beautiful, rich, intense colors. But the cut is what gives them their different personalities. So it's almost like they're taking their purple, blue, red hair color, and they're giving it a different personality. So hopefully that makes sense. It's like the cutting gives a Tanzanite its soul here. Maybe the emerald cut is a little more alluring and sophisticated and a little more elegant, and the round is a party. The round is the party animal. The round is the disco ball happening at every moment that is just, that person that walks in the room, commands attention, and then becomes the life of the party within moments. That's what, and not saying that you can't be both. You could be both. But that's where these stones, and having them side by side, really shows that to you. It illustrates it to you and shows you what I'm always talking about with cuts versus color. These essentially are the same color. They just have different cuts, so it plays differently. So, just a little food for thought there. Take that with you in all your gemstone pursuits. But it's just, again, a really good side by side, which we don't always get to see. So now you have an option of either or. They're both under $3,000. Earlier tonight in the show, I got that emerald cut down to $29.99. And you know what? It's here. It wasn't, but now it is. And that's a great stone with a lot of red. If you would like to have the round in white gold with a carat 36 in diamonds, yes, it's more diamonds. Slightly smaller stone, beautiful glittering round. Here's what it looks like on the hand. If you don't have a round, call me, call me, call me. And you know what? That's big and bright, but still wearable. It's got it all going on. And I'm just, let's face it, putting this out in the universe for somebody to say, oh yeah, I scored the deal lifetime, and everybody else going, oh shoot, I can't believe I missed that, right? It comes down to that. It's that simple. Let's make it better than even $29.99. It's what you give up in a little bit of the carat weight from the emerald cut, you make up for in diamonds. The emerald cut was $29.99. That's the 6 carat 02. This is a 517, but this one has 39 points in diamonds. This has a carat 36. So you get a little smaller size here, but you get way more diamond weight. So let's do even better than even 29. I'm going to make the round even more affordable. Call me now. Call me. I cannot force you to pick up the phone and dial, but trust me, I'm doing it for your own good so you don't miss out. Either way you go, $29.99 for the emerald cut. I'm going to take the round even lower, plus you save 10%. So that emerald cut's not $29.99. Neither is this one. This one's not $29.99. But before you take your $300 off, let me make it better. Let me actually make it lower now. And this is not when you wait. You don't sit back and you don't say, I'll catch it next time. There is no next time on this event. That is the difference maker. That is what it's all about. And now you get a chance right now to save even more than even $29 or $28 or even $28.88. This is crazy good. It's not even going to be $2,799. You call me, you make it your own. You will love it. You will absolutely adore this stone. There's no way you can't, except for maybe that you're going, it's got a fingerprint, and sometimes I don't see it till it hits the light at exactly the right thing, and I apologize, I'm looking at like 18 things. Someone reamed me online the other day because something had a fingerprint. Well, I get it off there as soon as I notice it. But here we go. It's not even $27.99. Again, sometimes these pieces are handled. So that's, again, sometimes a fingerprint's going to happen, but they are not permanent. If you look at all your jewelry in your collection, you want to carry some kind of cloth because everything's going to have a fingerprint. I do it all day long with my signet ring. Every time I look down, it's fingerprinted. Well, that's because we're touching it, and it's our jewelry. It becomes part of us. And so this is where, again, you get the round, you have the fabulous value you do. It's not even $27.99. This is a mega moment. It's $27.77. You take almost $300 off. So it's going to be far less than that. And we're going to see it one more time. And let me show it on the hand again. And the razzle dazzle of a round is second to none. You just can't get that. And by the way, let's also note that that final price is under $2,500. So it's $24.99 when you get that ring. Well, when you say yes and claim it as your own. And that's what gets it to your home. That's what gets it to your doorstep. That's what puts it on your hand so you can enjoy the very best in Tanzanite. Let us know if you have any requests. We have still gone now 2 hours and 17 minutes without a request. So I would love to know if you have one that's, you know, kind of like, again, you've been holding it in. Pick up the phone and dial in, reach out to us any way you know how, get those requests in so we can help you find what you need and then get it for you. We also have a white diamond ring. I promised the other day when our white diamonds sold, I said, let me go on a little search. Let me see if there's anything else. And we do have a white diamond emerald cut in a very cool wider band because it's not bridal. And I think a lot of us are going, yep, we already were good on that front. We don't need a bridal ring, but it doesn't mean we can't have big white diamonds in our collection again and again and again. Here is our GIA certified white diamond. It is a VS2 quality. It's a G color, which is the very, very, very tippy top range of the near colorless range, by the way. So D, E, and F are considered colorless. This is all charted for you and diagrammed out on 112-1731's cert. You're going to get a GIA cert to go with it. So what can we say? White diamonds. A lot of times what's fun about this event is I've been working on your behalf before and after the show to really work and see what it is that you're missing out on. And if there is, I mean, how many times have I reached out to you guys? You know who you are. If I've reached out and said, well, we don't have this anymore, but I have this, this, and this, and let me show them to you. And send you the pictures and email you the descriptions and give you the price tag in advance so that we don't miss out. Because I know I'm a shopper. I am a shopper. That's, people ask me, what do you do for a living? I'm a shopper. They go, oh, really? Wow. I go, yeah. And then they're like, but aren't you the girl on TV? I'm like, that's shopping. That's what this is. This is shopping. All I do is shop. I'm just, you know, doing it with you, right? We shop. We shop. And you cannot deny yourself the luxury of fine jewelry when it's at practically free pricing like this. And when you've got a certified diamond, a white diamond that is certified in a 1 carat 01 size with this G color, VS2 clarity in an emerald cut, plus diamonds all the way around, like 53 points there, set burnished into the band. Here's what we've got. This is coming with it. How about we start there? Diagram, front and back of your stone. This has every little detail ever about this emerald cut center stone, like 4.5 by 6.5 double calibrated, 101 carat weight, G color VS2. We always talk about the fact that with an emerald cut, there's nowhere for inclusions to hide. There's nowhere they can hide. Look at that. It's G color. That is the very tippy top of the near colorless range. It's a VS2 right there, which, my gosh, you can get away with an SI stone and have a BI clean. Typically, here you're getting a VS, and it's clean, all right. Here's what it looks like on the hand. We have a great value. A lot of you missed out on my 1 carat diamond the other day. I said, let me go see, let me go search, let me find anything we have that is certified in our inventory. Here it is. It's here, and it's now, and it's right. Wait a minute. The price tag was $14,999. Now it's priced right. Or is it priced wrong? I guess it just depends on your perspective. Because it's really wrong when you consider there's a wholesale value on diamonds. And also, diamonds don't go down in value. They only go up. They only go up. That's it. And this is a 1 carat 01. All those beautiful specs. And not just me telling you, hey, this is what I think it is. That's the experts at GIA that all they do is sit in labs all day and grade diamonds. Can you imagine what a difficult, tedious job that is? To literally look under microscopes, talk about, you better be like really good with your vision, and you be really patient, and you really have to know your stuff. Comparing one G color to an H color, oh my gosh, and an E to an F, oh my gosh. It's some fine-tuned, really expertise type documentation that you have in the GIA cert, and that makes all the world of difference. And you know I'm taking this under $5,000. That should do it, but it's not $49.99 either. So here's how we do it right now. Very cool band. I love that it's done in a little non-bridal style, so I think it appeals to more people because some of us are just not at that, you know, engagement stage of life anymore, right? Sometimes that's behind you. You're good to go, you're good. But maybe you're looking for a white diamond ring that's a really exceptional quality, or heck, resell. Resellers are probably looking at this going, that's a deal. I could make a very quick couple $1,000 profit just from purchasing that diamond ring tonight from that crazy blonde up there. That's what you can do. You can do that. It's got the cert. So again, you're not taking some word from somebody, because the GIA is the authority. And you can go find diamond certs. You can have certs done by literally multiple labs. The GIA one is the accurate one. They're going to be the conservative graders. They know what's up. You can actually have a lot of leniency on other labs out there. And you want me to go lower, I'll go lower. Let's make it happen. It's not going to be $49 or $48 or even $47.99. Now it's my most affordable in this 101, and it's an emerald cut. I can speak from very, very, very good experience with emerald cut diamonds. They don't come with an easy price tag. They are a huge step up. They are a huge premium. You're always getting a better quality with an emerald cut, because you have to start with a really good clarity to even make that cut happen. And it's not $47.99, it is $47.77 plus your discount. So that's nearly $500 off. It's more like $477.70. So that means that your price tag on the entire ring at checkout is $42.99. Perfect. $42.99 and 30 cents. Under $4,300 for a GIA certified white diamond. OMG. That is the way you shop. Oh, and it's a G color. That definitely puts the G in the OMG. And the O means only one. Two O's there. So it's OOMG. And the M probably stands for magnificent, because it's a really good ring. And it's here if you'd like it. Tim, are you thinking about something else? Any requests? Are we going to go a whole show without requests? It's never happened before. I don't think it's happened in a non-cellular melted show, let alone a cellular melted. You've got the whole inventory in front of you. This one is sold. Congratulations, and thank you so much. Get requests in for our last little bit of the show. We do have, I was so captured and so, not captured, enraptured with that diamond ring. See, now I can't even speak clearly. I didn't even have anything necessarily next, but I did want to show you this. Speaking of emerald cuts, this is a cool way to do an unheated Tanzanite, because this emerald cut is showing you a real divide in the colors that you want to see. The colors that you are supposed to see in a natural unheated zoisite or Tanzanite. 1122562 is your item number. There was a huge demand the other day, and everything I brought out in the unheated Tanzanite world did sell. So now I, again, had to go seek out another, and really had to be very particular about value and color and quality and all of the above. Well, here it is, $367. In our unheated, there's that special emerald cut again, set up in a bridge, set up with a carat 11 in diamonds, and no longer, and this had a $69.99 price tag to it, so not exactly inexpensive. They never are. They're the rarest form of Tanzanite in a way, and obviously you spend a lot of time seeing blue wing block Ds here, which, by the way, we still have blue wing block Ds available from tonight, but this is where you're getting the unheated version. So a lot of people weren't aware that there are unheated stones out there. There are very few. And when they are unheated, a lot of times this crystal can actually, it's ironic, we heat them to get the maximum richest color out of the rough, but in turn, a lot of these unheated stones actually have a lot of beauty to them and multiple colors. So it's like what they didn't get help on, they didn't need it. Yes. Did she pick up the emerald cut diamond? Oh my goodness, how lovely. Hi, Renee. Thank you so much, Renee. I appreciate that. Thank you. Enjoy your new diamond ring. And here's what we're going to do with our 367 with the carat 11. In the bridge, that means the double row of diamonds runs through the middle and under. So you're seeing that probably through the emerald cut. You see some of the power of that stone. You see the diamonds? Looking right through it. And then you get some pink flashes. Yes, the top and bottom are really like a Paraiba blue-green, almost like Alexandrites or Paraibas, and then the sides, you're seeing a lot of that color that is more typical with a blue wing or a block D, but that's no heat. So you're getting to the rare side of Tanzanite for sure. I'm going to take it less than $69.99. We have only this one, and I'm actually going to make it better than even $3,000. It's not $29.99. That should do it, but let me take even lower. It's a Wednesday night, but we only have about 33 minutes remaining. So not a lot of time. I do have to try this on. It stays in the white gold. Let's get you a better price than $29 or $28 or $27.99. It's going to go. All the unheateds have been, and this was one of those that I just, out of everything, I just thought that's got to be seen on a Wednesday night. Let's bring it down. Let's blow it out. Let's make it $27.77. First caller, and you know what that means. It'll be $2,499. Right here, right now, just for saying sold. Under $2,500, you'd be hard-pressed to get that carat 11 diamond bridge mounting from us by itself for $24.99. And that is what you're paying for the whole ring. Right now, first caller stays in white gold. We can size it for you. No problem there. And then here it is back up close. Some of the more intriguing ways that those blues and those greens meet and match up with each other there. But all entirely natural. So really, really well done there. And that's going to be for one caller, $24.99. Let's give that 30 seconds. And then we're still awaiting that elusive request of the night. Anyone want to make a request? Maybe it just means I'm showing you everything you ever hoped and wished for. Or you just haven't called yet. That is, either way, want to hear from you. Let's show you this incredible, so we talk about the multicolors coming through in this unheated Tanzanite. What if we show you a stone that actually has multiple colors within it, but also is changing from one color to another? It's called a phenomena color changing gem. And this is it. Then we managed to add pink diamonds around it as its halo. And almost what I always look at as butterflies, they might look more like stars to you or flowers, but I look at them as little butterflies on the side. And that meets up with the halo. It's 112-2700. Call me on the unheated Tanzanite emerald cut. That one is still here, as well as I think our tansies are here as well. Round emerald cut, not sure. Tell me, your operator, which one you like. And actually, most of the pieces now from the show are gone. We'll recap what's here, but there's not much left. At this stage of the game, that's what happens in the last half hour. So now we get to the 576, color changing diaspora cushion cut. And then you have the fabulous pink diamond halo in the rose gold, the rest in white diamonds and white gold, 40 points there, 44 points. How about that you're getting so much more in the pinks than even the white diamonds? That's impressive. Higher carat weight there because they're all bigger stones. So we upgraded. I mean, this would almost look great if you got the pink links, earrings, or pendant. This would work back to it in a non-matchy way. Plus you have a very big diaspora, a very big color changing, and if it already looks like you're seeing a little shade of pink or lavender through the middle, you are. That's an indication of what it's going to change to if you go from one light to another, like incandescent light right now. That's where we're at. Most of the time, that's what you'll see, those champagne goldens. But then if you were to be an incandescent light, that's when you see the pink and the purple mauve tones come through. And this is one only, let's blow it out, $49.99 ring. Not so much tonight. Only one. I can count on one hand the number of 5 carat plus diasporas I've had. There have not been many. That's what it looks like on the hand. Of course, it's going to stay in the gold colors it's in, the pink and the white together. And it will not even be close to 49 or 39 or 29. Hey, we just got our first request. That's exciting. Let's make sure this goes even lower. How about just, you know what, blow it out. 2,000. You know what, I've done $27.77. It ain't working. Let's make it $19.99. $19.99, sell it. And then we'll have the $200 extra off that price. It'll be $17.99. Only the one, though. So here's your last close-up look at it. And remember, that is the case here with everything. Last looks. It is last looks. Jason, I sure hope we can find that request. I sure hope so. That's the first one of the night. Let's hope we can bring something out for him. Very exciting. Plus, our sea lion is here. You guys want to see our critter pieces? We have an owl in a pendant. Actually, it's a brooch and a pendant, so it's both. And then we do have a sea lion with a Sleeping Beauty turquoise. So, he's awake, but the Sleeping Beauty material is Sleeping Beauty. He's definitely awake because he's balancing the Sleeping Beauty on his nose. Let's take a look at this. So this is a pretty cool piece. If you like something with a touch of whimsy, but I don't mean whimsy in, sometimes whimsy can mean not quality. That's not the case here. This is our sea lion style here. Take a look at that. That's got a very large amount of gold. It's item number 1118685. We got a little, we got cute here. We got cute, but we kept it quality. And that is a Sleeping Beauty 1 carat round at the top, balancing on his nose. There are diamonds burnished in the back because, you know, they have those cute little spots. And then this is all set smoothly in their diamond eyes as well. It's in the white gold. That is it. It's a big piece. And this is one that, you know, they would love to melt down. There's so much gold to it. It's obviously, that's kind of with the carat weights you have, it's really the gold that gets probably the most attention here. That's what's so significant. You see it's an 1.5 inches in the total length here. His flippers or his fins actually do kind of flare out a bit. And then you see the tail there as well. It really is detailed. The bail is going to be behind the turquoise. We'll take it over to the neckline so you can see how it's going to look from a distance. And of course, I know it's picking up a lot of glare. It almost looks black, but it's not. It's all white gold. That's all mirror finish. You'll see that a little bit closer up, which is our next perspective on it, but it is really affordable. So it's a good way to do, I think, fun and whimsy sometimes has to be affordable because it's not to say there's no rules with jewelry, but a lot of times with more whimsical pieces, they're not the ones we're wearing every single day. I don't see any reason why not. But again, sometimes I really take that into consideration. So I realize that we might need to make the price that much more of a discount to make sure that it goes. Here's your upright view. I just want to get as close as we can to see all the details, including that great finishing you have, which is just, I mean, really, to have, this is when you know you've upped your jewelry game, is when you have pieces with personality like these and you're wearing them proudly. I mean, that's what is a total, this is an overused term probably in our biz, but it's a conversation piece. It really is. It is a conversation piece. It is a beautiful, and it's a big hunk of gold. We're going to make it only 1,000. You know what? I was going to do $19.99. Let's take it even lower than that. White gold only. So stays like it is there, but is going to be super value here. We're going to take it down to $12.99. That's it. Send it on out. Then we're going to do some recaps because we have 25 minutes left in the show, and we've got a few pieces left here. We want to recap just in case you missed them and did not see them. I also just want to alert you I have color changing Diasport earrings as well. We had the ring, but it's still here. We have the earrings also, and I want to get to our Zambaran hoops, one in yellow, one in rose. So more earrings on the way where there's no sizing needed. I like that too because they're Mother's Day is around the corner, so we sometimes think about, you know, the moms we want to treat. Even if that, I'll tell you, moms, no excuse not to get yourself something special to reward all your years of hard work and child rearing and all the great sound advice and all of that those moms out there give. And this is our pair of Royal Zambaran earrings. They're rounds. They're almost like, it looks like they're tension set among an open front-facing hoop that is, look at that, that's beautiful. So we got the yellow gold here, we've got the rose gold here, and just gonna line them all up for you so you can see them really well because honestly, that's a stone that really looks good either way. And we've got 111 1296 coming up. I'm an 0 for on my last two items, so we're going to make sure that these are going. And again, what you see is what you get. Those are the only two. That's it. That's the one we put in a box and send out to you. You just have to tell me yellow gold in the front or the rose gold in the back. It is up to you, but they are going to be a huge discount, and we're going to send them on out right now. Not $29.99. This is that same gorgeous color shifting garnet we love. We talked about this earlier, certain stones, and we talked about it because we had a Zambaran earlier in a ring on a wheel, and it was very quick to go. And now we're just looking at that same variety of material now, but in a really fabulous pair of earrings. And again, there's something to be said about this front-facing hoop that we're seeing a lot of, and that's what you're getting here. So we're going to make it really easy right now. They are $9.99 instead of $3,000. So easy and impressive and very affordable. I will pop one up on the ear for you after we take a look here what they look like. This is a great style because it's going to be that really simple 3/4 inch. Now, one more thing to remind you of, make sure you wait and see them on because you're not going to see that bar of the backing from the front. When they're on the ear, you're going to see something totally different. You're going to see the 2 diamonds start at the top at that point and lead on down to hold that stone in the center. So we're just gonna, it's a really cool hinge lever back. You just simply pop open one backing and then you just pop them on, click it close, you are good to go. They're $8.99 at checkout. White and, or rather yellow and rose gold available only, and this is what they look like from the front. So you can see how it looks like a tension set stone. It almost looks as if the stone is floating among the 2 diamond rows, but I love that point that they meet up at. So it's really well done. They're $8.99 and change. So you've got a huge value there. Just the yellow, which is what I'm wearing. We also have one in rose gold as well, and we'll give them a last look. So on the way we go. So that's going to be it, guys. Last call. Then we've got one request here for Linda. And was Linda looking for some indicolite tonight, Jason? Was that who you spoke to earlier? All right. So let's see if we can find a really lovely indicolite for Linda. Hopefully we can. I tell you, this is a good one coming up. It's actually in a mounting we saw a few moments ago with the Tanzanite that was unheated. So let's show Linda what she's looking for here, and we will go to that next. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get you a really cool looking indicolite. Please want to remind everybody, we have a last call for requests. So if you have a request, something you really want to see, even if it's something that you may have seen earlier, we can bring it back out for you, no problem. But here we go with our fabulous indicolite emerald cut. Those are here. Here we go. This one's more of a teal. It's not a true indicolite. It's got a little green to it as well as the blues. But again, I'm not sure what she requested, so here we are. This is going to be 1122847. Our emerald cut, looking good here. No question, it's a beautiful ring. I'm going to be tasked with getting you a big value here so we can make that simple. And then we'll wait for your requests here, and we'll do a final last call on some of the pieces before they get melted. Because remember, in 22 minutes, everything that's still here goes straight to melt. So it's like last call, last time. And I don't think there's anything from this show you want to let go. I mean, it really has been a packed show with incredible values. But this one's going to be our 433 plus the bridge. That's a carat 11. So like I said, that's the same mounting we saw our unheated Tanzanite in. And we'll do this one, staying in the white gold, of course. We'll do that one for, oh, forget about $12,999. Let's make it more affordable than that. We'll do this one right now for only $29.99. And let me try it on for you as well so you can see how it's going to look from a distance away. Now that's where you get the liveliness from the emerald cut. What you can't see when we're getting a bird's eye view of it up close, you can't see the way every single step facet reflects the light like that. Now you can. So $26.99 only. Big old value on a 433 teal. Lovely stone. Boy, when you get tourmalines that just light up like that, they are so much fun. And Linda, let us know if we need to go back to the drawing board on that one. But that just, it looks plugged in, doesn't it? Really does. It is a beauty, bright, bright. Of course, that emerald cut just gleaming. And $26.99 only? Forget about that. That's crazy. All right, so let's move on. That'll be $26.99 if you'd like to get it. I'm going to recap the pink sapphire we had earlier in the show. I will show you 1122943 and then get any other requests you have in. We've still got a bi-colored tourmaline. I can go like big diamonds too. You know what? Since our white diamond went, let's do this. I'm going to recap the pink sapphire. Then we're going to do a whole wheel of big white diamonds that are all about 50 to 60 points. But here is the pink sapphire. Don't go anywhere. We only have about 20 minutes left of airtime anyways tonight. All those Embar and hoops are still here. So is our teal tourmaline. But again, if the last 2.5 weeks are any indication, this is the time of night when everything starts to go. Anything that might still be here doesn't usually stay here because we see these values. We understand these values. You're better off if you're in the business, you're buying them to resell. And then if you're just a collector, you're buying them to love forever and feel proud of these values you're getting a hold of. This is 1122943. This is our hot pink sapphire in this oval. It's slightly elongated. Plus you have the really pretty figure 8 style of band. I know it looks like, wait a minute, the stone is where it usually isn't. Yes, And that's what I think makes it so fun, is that you're not getting the typical ring. Therefore, you're not going to have the same old ring that you've been wearing forever. It's that beautifully hot pink. It's in the yellow gold and it stays. It's got the option to wear the stone lower or higher, whatever you want to do, but this is $699. So I really didn't want to, couldn't stand the thought of that staying here. When it's that low a price, it's probably just a function of I put it up a couple minutes into the show and you didn't see it yet. So here's your value at $629 and change. If you'd like to go ahead and get that hot pink sapphire and the yellow gold, then I'm going to show you a diamond wheel. A wheel of rings, 3 of them, as a matter of fact, that are going to have over a ½ carat diamonds as their centerpiece. So we'll go there next. So if you missed out, let's say on the big 1 carat we had, we're going to go to the really, really fabulous diamond pieces that we're going to give you 3 options that are all feeling very fresh and modern and updated. So let's go there. And again, thank you for being with me tonight. If there's anything you want to see again, let me know. We'll help you out as best we can. I've got totally unique rings, from classic in unisex to a little more modern and contemporary to a piece that I actually completed today. So no kidding. So we've got some really good pieces here that are all going to feature large white diamonds, starting right here with one of the best. I had never seen this ring. It literally got finished. I insisted we just finish it up today. And now what they didn't realize was I'm going to discount it. We also have the classic band here. The band is going to have an oval that is set into the band. It's still got a bezel, so it's not really burnished. It's a bezel set. And then we have this one, which has this great angle to it. These are all large round diamonds except for the oval. Of course, we got the round here. I'm going to put the oval right in front, so that really separates them. I know this kind of looks like a pear shape. It's a round, and then I'm going to take the other band and put it over here. So we have 2 rounds flanking the center. This is your oval. The other 2 are rounds. I'm going to walk you through the carat weights. They stay as is, but again, we talked about this with our emerald cut non-bridal diamond looks. That's what all 3 of these give you. Call me, call me, call me, call me, call me. My phone number is 626-626-8700. We want to help you own whatever it is you see up here, but let me walk you through the diamond weights. That's our 55-point VS oval. On the sides, we have a 60-pointer is actually the round on the left. So that's where you're going to get a very large diamond, getting close to 2/3 of a carat. And then on the right side, you have a 53-pointer. So that's all diamonds. Diamond center. All you have is one big diamond here. Again, let me reiterate, 55 points in the diamond oval. This is your 53-point diamond round in this really cool band where it's a satin finish on the edge. Do you know how tough that is to do? Satin finishing on the edge, mirror finishing through the middle, and this wavy design the entire way around. That is new. Never seen it before. Here is the diamond that's the largest of the 3, 60 points in this V-shaped. Think of it like an east-west set V. Any questions? We've got the carat weights. We know they're all 14 karat white gold. Now we just need a value. Oh, I have one size restriction. Bummer. This is a size 7 only. Let me double check that, make sure that is accurate, because it don't look like a size 7. Okay, and it is. Good. Didn't look like one from overhead, but all right. Size 7. So operators, this one, the wavy band, is going to need to stay in a size 7. The other 2, boom and boom, they can be sized. So a little flexibility there. Any favorites? You're worried. I get it. She might charge me $5,999. That's only if I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, but my name is Lolo, and I am addicted to selling jewelry too cheap. So now we're going to make it even more affordable for you, and we're going to make your choice of one great price, and that price is not $19.99. And these are big, big, big individual diamonds that are all VS, all stunning. Let me show them to you on the hand as well. I love the idea of this one anywhere on the hand, really, but I really love it on the index finger. And let me show you how all 3 look. So if you're having a tough time, you're debating which one do I get, I'll tell you, I think this one in the middle is very much a unisex style. I think this is a little more, that's just cool because you got the satin finishing. This one as well. Talk about a real conversation starter of a piece because it's different. It's just everyone's gonna be asking, where did you get that ring? Oh, I love your ring. Because it's different. We don't compliment usually the things we see, right? All the time. I'm thinking of a bumper sticker that makes me laugh all the time when I see it on a car, but I'm not going to offend anybody and talk about it. But it's, you know, it's like true. We don't, if it's really commonplace, we're not saying, oh my gosh, you know what I'm talking about. When it's different and unique, those are the pieces that really are striking to the eye. So which one do you like? They're all going to be the same price. Do we have any favorites so far? The wavy one, are they okay with a size 7? Yeah. Okay, good. So size 7 is okay. So the wavy one's being verified. Here's the band ring, which I think is totally unisex style with the oval. And here is the largest diamond up there, which is our 60-point round in that V-shaped band. Whichever one you like. They are not even $2,000 or $19.99 or $18 or $17. Oh no, we're going $16.99 on any one of the three. But you also get another 10% off, so that's going to mean $15.29, even better, $15.29 and a dime. If you'd like to get any one of those three to you, but remember they are just that one of a kinds. When they're gone, they're gone. And diamonds are a big deal when they're big. That's all there is to it. Yeah. So the left size right now, you can size it if you want. That one does not have a sizing restriction, but the size currently is a size 8. You got it. Thank you so much. That left side V shape is sold. That was $71.70 for you, Jason. We are verifying on the other two, so I don't think these are long for this world. So we either have the 55-point bezel set, which is a solid band, by the way, inside and out, and it's got our logo inscribed on the inside, and then you see the thickness and the depth of that band all the way around. That's the one I think could be a great wedding band for anybody. And then we have this style, which is also really well done. That's a lot of gold in that one as well. Mirror finish through the middle, satin finished on the edges, really stands out. And Linda, we have a request for you, which is your cross pendant in all baguettes. That, not all, it's got a few rounds, but mostly. There are the baguettes. It looks like you're wearing 6 huge emerald cuts, does it not? It's a stunning cross. And we had a cross that sold out earlier tonight. Wow, here we go. 111-8579. Those are the last 2 of our diamond bands. Here, okay, look at this thing flash. Do not wear this. Do not buy this if you are shy about getting a lot of attention. That piece, I am barely moving it. In no way are my tweezers replicating the movement of a human body. And yet, look what that's doing. Look at what that's doing. It looks like you're wearing, and I'm an emerald cut lover. If those were 2-carat emerald cuts and you had 6 of them, so if you had 12 carats of huge emerald cuts, which is what this looks like, you would have to spend, it'd be tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars. This is that look. But in all, 106 in baguettes, 9 points of the rounds, because the rounds are going to dot the corners of each emerald cut section there. The diamonds are actually baguettes. They're all put together to look like emerald cut diamonds. And here we are with just one. Take a look at this in the length. And now we're going to get you, of course, 18 karat white gold's how it stays. Call me quickly. We only have one. That's it. And it's going to be, blow it out. It used to be $59.99. We got to make it better than that. And then let me show it on over the neckline here, because it is 1.25 inches. But let's take a look with that hidden bail, how that's going to look on the neckline, and how these stones they just look like emerald cuts. They really do. They look like gigantic emerald cuts. It would be a fortune, not a small fortune, a full-on fortune if those were huge emerald cuts. And we're going to make this even better. And it's got a full bail that's hidden behind the top section there, and this one is only going to be $1,999. Go ahead, Jason. Hi, is that Rita? Oh, is it Renee? Could it be? R-E-N-E-E? No accent? So it's either Renee or Renee. But thank you so much. Was she shopping tonight? Was she shopping the diamond band? Oh, cool. The V-shaped band. I love that one. Thank you so much. All right. So this one's $17.99 at checkout, and we'll see who's got it. That is just, love even the little bars of mirror finished 18 karat. Pretty cool how contemporary that is. I think, it sounds like Tim's verifying on that one. Maybe, or could it be those last diamond bands? Could be those last 2 diamond bands that are available. Speaking of available, we are available for 10 more minutes of airtime. 10 more minutes in our Wednesday. Don't forget to join me tomorrow. Same time, same place, 5 o'clock to 8 o'clock Pacific time. We're doing this again tomorrow and with a whole new lineup. You will never see the same thing twice during this event. That is the key. So let's move on. That is here. And then I'm going to show you these really, really cool diaspora earrings because we had the diaspora in a ring. No takers on that one as of yet, but I do have these gorgeous little earrings that are maybe going to be a little challenging here to show you. But they are diaspora pear shapes. They're in this ribbon-like design of a double halo, and they're going to go all over the place. But let me show you one upright, and then I'll pop the other one on. This one's going to be 1119074. These are matched up, pear shape, matched up diasporas here. Lots of those kind of champagne green and then into peaky purple tones. They're going to start with this bar of gold that's all mirror finished. Then they have the double halo, which acts as a ribbon. You think of it like diamonds and gold that are twisting around this amazing earring. And they're $9.99 if you'd like to get them. They're item number 11170. 9074 rather. So 9074. I'm going to get together anything last minute you want to see with our 9 minutes. If there is something you'd like to see another look at, this is again 1119074. So the diaspora earring, which is going to sit like that for the moment, I'm going to just try one here on the hand and then try one on so you can get a better idea of how they look, because that's always my priority, is making sure you have no questions. If you have a question, don't buy. Are you ever going to buy a piece of fine jewelry if you have all kinds of questions about it? So probably not. So my job is to make sure you don't have any. So let me show it a couple of ways here. We're going to show it on the ruler and then I'll pop one on for you. I know we're a little limited on time, so we might kind of go quickly through these next few items, but this is a very, very special diaspora earring. 270 is your total carat weight of the pairs. That's going to be about a carat 35 each if they're equal. 20 points in diamonds as well, which are going to twist around the, kind of think of it like a double halo, but twist it around, and then we're going to try one on for you. It is a post and butterfly back. The post is a little bit lower than the earring itself, and I know that is not a great look, but again, jewelry is not designed to sit on a wheel. And if you position it like that at home, it's probably going to flop forward. Yes. Okay. It's not inexpensive. Yeah. The bracelet will flash it for you. Take a look at those. They do. They almost, and they're not going to sit very well in my piercing because I don't have a backing on. So again, keep that in mind. It's practically falling. Yes. I did not flash it, but I talked about one. So I can show it. We only had white pearls today so far, but I did mention one. Here it is. Here's the golden pearl ring. Item number 1124973. Then we'll show the bracelet that was flashed, and then we'll be ready to say goodnight, and we'll say see you tomorrow at 5 o'clock Pacific. That's 8 p.m. Eastern. Please join me when you can, but I would love to have you early because you know what we do. We put some of the best pieces up there early, and if there is anything from tonight you are wanting to get home and adopt and give a great home to, do it now because they start the melt process tomorrow. So anything you saw tonight that's still available at 8 o'clock in 7 minutes, they are no longer. So here's our 12.6 millimeter golden pearl, and then we also have that with diamonds, 3 rows. It's an asymmetrical designer mounting. You have the 3 rows of open work on one side, and then you have the kind of the sweep, this beautiful curve of diamonds on the other. And we're going to make it really affordable. It is a one only here. It's going to be 1124973. That is solid 18 karat gold. And the reason that was so important was actually because it needed to match. It's a really rich golden pearl. So in order to match the color of the pearl with the gold, we went with that 18 karat, which you know has a better richness to it. Here's what it looks like on. It's a nice big ribbon of a band on this side, kind of comes up, wraps around. Your triple stripes on that side. This ring is down from $49.99. What a heck of a value. Everything has been. I mean, it couldn't be any better. And it literally can't be. You don't have better values than what you see on the air during this event. We're doing less than $49, $39, $29, or $19. We got to move some jewelry in the last 5.5 minutes of this Wednesday night live. So let me know what you want to see or grab for your collection before we go and carry on. But this is actually going to be only $1,699. And that one, I better turn the other way. That's a top heavy. That's a piece that you know is big when it does that and it kind of falls to one side. That is, again, not a testament to how it's going to sit on the hand. It's going to sit beautifully. Remember, we're going to size it to whatever size you need in the 18 karat gold. If anybody wants this bracelet, it is a elongated box length that's kind of like oval. squares all put together in a cylindrical style. So here's what it looks like on. This is going to be 1119032. It's our only all gold bracelet we have tonight, and it is going to be for our 7.5 inch. Now, honestly, let me double check that while you look at the pearl, because that is a little thicker, so it tends to sit a little bit more like a 7 if this is correct. So I'm just going to make sure we are accurate on that length here, and it is. It's a 7.5 inch. So you want to have a little extra length because A, it's so thick all the way around. Take a look. It's actually rounded. So think of it like a box link, but almost exaggerated, a little bit bigger and larger scale. But these are like little ovals. I mean, they almost look like they're these really cool oval sections that are then linked with one another. It's all made in Italy. It's all done in solid 14K. It's a beautiful look, but it also is going to be 7.5 inch. It will actually fit an average size wrist. I have a 6.5 inch wrist, and it's not giving me a lot of extra room, and that's because the whole piece is so much wider than a flat bracelet, because there's nothing flat about it. You see how it's linked up and almost stacked like bricks of gold. Oh, doesn't that sound pricey? Let's go. $3,200 an ounce pricey, as a matter of fact, if you buy a brick. We're going to do this one for, let's just make it easy, $13.99. That's it, solid gold, all mirror finished in all these different sections all the way around. And of course, it's got this great lobster claw style of clasp. So there it is. To make it a little easier to maneuver, let me show you what that looks like. This is really crucial, because otherwise, if it doesn't have a nice large clasp, it's going to be virtually impossible to put on by yourself. You can see the kind of flexibility it has. The other side is going to be this big oversized O-ring. So it's going to have this really good, I mean, it's for being a beautifully structured bracelet, it puddles really nicely. So you can see that means it's going to have nice flexibility all the way around the wrist. So one more time with it on the wrist, and that's the beauty of it. It's not made like a basic flat bracelet because it's got this kind of rolling dimension to it. So cylindrical, if you will. The way that those little ovals are all put together, that's $13.99. So that'll be 10% off. So you've got another $140 saved. So a beautiful way to get yourself some designer Italian-made gold, and straight up gold. Not something we see a whole lot of. So I know we had a huge hit with our gold bangles earlier with pearls. They sold out completely. We had like 24 of them. They sold out. And now it's our last 2.5 minutes of our Wednesday night. So we will wrap up on a beautiful finale here. We've got a couple pieces left from the show. Remember, it is last call on this show tonight as far as anything you want to get at home before it's melted. That is really critical. Asking tomorrow is always, you know, around here we like to have a nice inventory, and if you don't, you know, aren't with us live, we like to bring it back out for you. That's just not working with this event because of the structure of the event. So we don't mean to be mean, but that's just not the way it's working. So again, that's just doesn't fit with the sell it or melt it concept. I think maybe what we have to recap here is, I don't know, my favorite ring of the whole night. So if I love it so much, I've got to believe there is somebody out there who loves it equally, who would love to give this a home with this incredible blue wing block D Museum Reserve. It was sold earlier, but it got swapped for something else. So if you're thinking, wait a minute, didn't that sell? Yes, it did, but it's swapped. So 7644 is the number here. It is going to be our 602 Emerald Cut Blue Wing Block D Museum Reserve with 39 points in diamonds. And when you see it straight up, it really is an amazing, lovely color. Of course, it wouldn't be Museum Reserve if it wasn't. It looks very powerful. I'm going to show it on the hand here because that gives you a way more true to life kind of look and color. This is just a recap here. So it's $29.99. It stays in the white gold. It's going to be, we're down to about a minute in the show now. So it's time to go and pick up whatever it is. If it's still available, we want to get it to you, and we will get it to you quickly. So $29.99, remember that's $300 off. It turns into $26.99 at checkout. So it's a huge value. Thank you again for being with me tonight. I'm back with you tomorrow and on Friday night. So Thursday and Friday nights. We do this every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday night. That is our schedule on the weekday evenings, and then we're back on Saturday and Sunday mornings. So remember, 5 to 8 Pacific time. That's 8 to 11 tomorrow and Friday night to be with us for more Sell It or Melt It event pieces you have not seen from the event in the last 2 weeks. So moving through the inventory, giving you one last shot, everything reduced and marked down. So thank you again for being with me tonight. It's been a pleasure showing you some of our very best. And again, if there's any questions you have, we're here for a few minutes after we go off the air. So dial in now. Thank you so much for watching and shopping tonight. From all of us at TVON, I'm Lauren Blair. Enjoy the rest of your evening. I'll see you right here tomorrow at 5. See you then.